What up, y'all? Just give me a little bit more time. I'm almost done. I gotta post this little video and then we'll be right with you. You dig? I'm almost done getting everything straight, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I got a couple of videos in mind we could watch too. I seen this one about pimps and hoes or something in Los Angeles, so we'll check that out. Matter of fact, let me look for it right now. Where'd that shit go? Man, I know I can find it, but I can't find it right now, but... Alright, here we go. Just found it.
Flip.
Gonna get this TikTok stream set up too real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the cool people at anyway. All right, y'all ready? Let's see what we got going. Start off with some Charleston White.
The people in the CEO who know what this gonna cost the company don't know this little peasant in his feelings, cause he feel like you done beat him. Cause now he got to give you some PPE, cause you realize when they start working here, they got you cutting boxes.
Personal protective equipment.
They got you cutting boxes and you ain't got no gloves.
Yeah.
They got you cutting boxes, you ain't got no eye equipment.
Yep.
They eye water station don't work. Well, what if something get in my eye, man? I got a glass eye. I'll be asking questions like that. Hey, when next time y'all having a safety meeting? Hey, man, they don't have safety meetings around here. Say, when last time y'all had a safety meeting about sexual harassment? They supposed to do that regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they supposed to sign. Say, man, how that promoted? Oh, man, she supervisor. But so you mean to say, hey, look out, homie, how can I get trained on that? Well, he don't want me over there training. Man, you got to train me too.
That's funny. He said he fucked her.
So I'm going and document all this in my way of complaining. And then while I'm in the break room, I'm listening to all the little drill music in the old OG gangbanging talk about the hoes they done. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be over there eating my food, saying, man, golly, boy, y'all be having fun like a motherfucker. Old people like this, hold on, listen, this is how I get in there. Old me don't want to hear that, man. Boy, y'all make it hard, but man, I don't want to hear all that on my lunch break. By law, you have to say, hey, stop, you're making me uncomfortable, I don't like this.
Right.
Because if you don't never tell them you're uncomfortable, stop, then the company's not liable. So the people in HR don't know these in the break room over here with the supervisor talking about looking at a phone, looking at a phone. I done wrote it down on May 30th, Leroy, Jimmy, Bill, and Supervisor Greg. I've been here for the taking. And I'm gonna make friends with some, but they gonna get fired because the company gonna get back at them. I'm gonna use them as witnesses. They was there. Who was there with you? Craig. Craig was in the break room. So all you have to do is give names, times, and location. It's hard for a company to beat that when you go to OSHA or the EEOC. You got real documentations. So yeah, now I set they up and don't let them let me bring the cell phone in. I'm gonna slide pallets by the exit door, block the exit door, cause that, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna see what they got going
pallets
on.
by the exit door, dude.
Then you can't block the exit door just in case of fire. In companies, especially warehouses, it's supposed to have a fire drill and the fire exit. So they're supposed to walk you through to show you. If they don't do that, homie, I'm gonna notify OSHA. And I'm gonna put my name on the application so the company know I did it because I'm banking on them retaliating. That's where my money go come in. Not from me complaining about it. Because if they correct it, then hey, it's fixed.
It's all good.
I'm banking on them retaliating. And because most people who are supervisors and managers, they poor people in power in their feelings who think they sit over people, they're gonna retaliate.
Yeah.
It takes a real sharp.
That's a chess move right there.
I do it at every guy's job. I show up playing like I can't read. Say, look out, man, I got locked up in the 8th grade, homie. Y'all play dumb, y'all play like I can't read. And people take advantage of that. Say, look, hey, go do this. So I be the gopher boy, dummy boy, the whole time, new on the job, as I'm strategically trying to do this. I ain't lost shit. That's why I can't get a job. I almost got hired for a nutritional program. I was gonna be feeding kids in the apartment complex, riding around all summer. While I walked in for the orientation, somebody from behind the desk, look. I sat for the whole orientation. I waited for 2 weeks. They didn't call. I started to go get that. I said, man, leave them people alone, homie. You just started trouble. Man, leave them people alone. You got YouTube money. Man, leave them people alone, man. It's like an addiction, though, homie.
To go and get them?
It's so easy, my nigga. Because
it's so easy.
Because when you
hold on, see, I've heard of a lot of addictions.
I'm about to try that shit.
I have never heard of an addiction of suing companies and going to get the money.
$10,000 or $15,000 every. Come on, it don't take long to get. Not with OSHA. Because it's so easy. So when you open the first page of one of the, when you go to a library and start putting up employee rights laws, man, when you open the first page, they tell you racism, retaliation, discrimination, and sexism is common practice in the workplace.
Damn.
If I didn't remember nothing else, I remember that.
Yeah.
So if this is common practice, it goes on to say that most people are too afraid of losing their job to say anything.
Yeah, to report it.
Right? They will vilify you. Yeah. So I don't mind being vilified if I got a reward at the end.
Let me get
what made you try it the first time, though?
Because they were with me.
Oh, so they really was messing with you the first time.
AT&T and Singular. AT&T and Singular had merged like in 2004, 2005.
Right.
I had landed a job at a company at their national distribution center. And the military war veteran from Iraq was coming home. So they was putting them in positions as supervisors. I worked in the inventory department. And we had this I worked on the third shift. And man, these used to go to the movies, go sleep in the car.
Damn.
They didn't clock out for break. and they used to cheat the system. So we supposed to be doing blind cycle counts, meaning going out in the warehouse, counting every bin, the cell phones in every bin. At that time, like $250,000 worth of BlackBerry phones had come up missing. So they trying to find who doing it. We working in the inventory department. I ain't never had no job before. I'm coming off being the weed man. I'm coming to work, getting that overtime money. I'm bringing the strip club game into the warehouse game, right? Cause we got to go through metal detectors. So I'm coming through the metal detector with $300 worth of ones. 5s on top of it. 20s with a block of money like the Doughboy. Hat cocked to the side like T.I. every day. They think I'm stealing the phones. I don't know they think I'm stealing the phone. They hired a new HR woman named Amy. Boy, me and Amy flirting with each other. I noticed the white girl like me. Everybody noticed the white girl like me. She a bad white girl. I know, man, if these white boys catch me messing with this white girl out here, they go fire me. And I'm trying to get my life together. Me, Hoba, just born. So I sent Amy an email one day and make a pass at her. And she give me the green light. But before I say anything, I say, if I'm overstepping my boundaries, please let me know. She never said I was overstepping my boundaries. So we continued. It wasn't a sexual relationship, but it was heading that way. So I left my computer open one day, and somebody saw an email that I sent to her.
Oh, hell no.
I got fired. They said I sent inappropriate emails to the HR lady. So when my team came to work that night, everybody know my character and credibility, homie. He went to defend me. Said, nah, I was new on the job. I wasn't even there 30 days. I was new on the job, and it was a named Cali. Kareem Scott, I think that name was. He said, no, Don, man, they was emailing each other back and forward.
Yeah. And
Don hired me, homie, off me just being honest with him and said, man, I don't have no experience. I don't know anything about inventory auditing. I don't know anything of it. He just hired me on the spot because I told him so he had Kareem call me to get my password to my email. So when they opened my email and see if this wasn't inappropriate, they brought me back the next morning. But now I got a target on my back. So when they bring in a new supervisor, little Mexican dude named Lugo, he looked just like The Rock. Little muscles. So so the girls liked him. So too though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm coming clean every day with that knot of money. So he singled me out to befriend me, to kind of use me as the leverage to work through the other ones, right?
Exactly.
So on his lunch break, he was going to go the little hoes. I had this little Honduran I would go, but he would take pictures with the company cell phone he really trying to impress me. And he would be having the panties to the side with that shirt in his thing right there. And he would send them to me to the email from the BlackBerry
That's funny.
phone.
No.
So I finally get ready. I'm finna go on permanent. He said something to Cali one day. He said, don't look like your boy Blue go make his 90-day probation. Cali came back and said, say, man, what's going on with you and Lugo?
What happened? Yeah.
And why, what's up? He said, man, look like you ain't gonna make your 90-day probation. I said, what? I went right back to Amy, the HR lady. Say, look out, Amy. Man, I don't know what Lugo got going on, man, but I got this. Yeah, they fired that on the spot. He threatened my job. Yeah, I don't know what he did. I don't know what made him threaten my job like that, homie. Yeah, and so now when he got fired, now the company turned against me, cause he was their protege, just come from the military, and so they started writing me up.
Retaliation.
Well, for the last 90 days, I was the only one clocking out for lunch. They going to the movies, cause we worked third shift. I was the only one clocking out for each break, and the computer showed those documentations. So we get ready to have a Christmas party. Me and Cali counting BlackBerry phones, but I never took them to the cage. Cali did. I'm sitting at the desk. 2 security guards walk up to me and said, "Can you come with us?"
Uh-oh.
Like, what's up? They said, we got you on camera stuffing your pocket with cell phone.
That's that money.
I said, who, me? It was cold outside. I had on 2 pair of sweatpants. They took me into the orientation room, training room. They closed the door. See, most security officers, supervisor warehouse, office workers, they think they're smart.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're in a little bit of position of power, but they really dumb. I call them the
They
dumb
really
peasant
dumb.
workers. So they tell me, empty out your pockets. I knew if I could get them to make me pull my pants down, that's a strip search. You can't strip search nobody at work. It must be the least evasive search. Even with the police, they gotta just pat your pockets.
Yeah.
So when I emptied out my pockets, I said, man, look, I ain't got no phones on me. So they looking at each other baffled. I said, say, man, I got some sweatpants on up under here. You want to see? And boy, the black said, yeah. Boy, I pulled him down to my knees, emptied the pockets out, and he opened the door. And everybody looked in as they were going to the Christmas party. And that's where I got him. Oh, that's where I got him. Oh, so when they went and ran the tape back, guess who it was? It was old Cali. Cali looked like Mike Bibby. How you get me confused with 6'2"?
Like Mike Bibby.
That was my first lawsuit. I got $50,000.
Did you really?
I got $50,000, no lawyer. I filed in May. No. First, they suspended me with pay in April. I filed with the EEOC in May.
With pay.
Walked out the EEOC July 6, 2006 with $50,000, 18 months of paid medical insurance for me and my son.
Damn, I'm gonna try that.
I want to know what the hell is going on before we go too close to this whatever's up.
Now I'm round looking rich. I'm still round with that stick. Let a op run him down, swear you getting flipped. It's crazy now I walk inside the mall, got all these people trying to stop me and take pics.
I'm fucking nervous.
You met Angel Young or whatever.
Prostitution, a reality of our world that we prefer to brush under the rug or pretend it doesn't exist. But the fact is, prostitution has been around since the beginning of recorded history. Pimps, prostitutes, johns, and the justice system, the main characters in this complicated story. In this episode, we dig deeper into the topic of prostitution as we become possibly the first ever documentary channel to pick up prostitutes and interview them about their life. Join us as we go boots on the ground
Not the first.
in South
Definitely.
Central Los Angeles.
Definitely not the first.
Not the cop?
No.
Touch my eyes, just so I know.
To see this firsthand on the street, so open, so common, so normal, that's what we're going to explore. I can't believe how many of them there are. This is so out in the open. Like, there's not even like a slight attempt to disguise what's going on.
They ain't tripping.
Gosh.
It's going down.
We've been driving for like 30 minutes. Every couple blocks, we see a prostitute. I have seen not one police car yet. Oh, there's our first. I wonder what the police mentality is towards prostitution, because obviously they're not
They ain't
serious
tripping.
about it. Maybe it's, as long as the girls are safe, they let it go, because I doubt they're gonna stop next to any of these girls in the corner. I'm Tommy. I'm here with.
KT,
We noticed a lot of women out. How long has that been normal for?
shit, it's not normal.
No.
And now they passed the law, it's even better.
Yeah. What was the law they passed?
Shit, females can make their money without
Really?
getting arrested.
So is it decriminalized? Kind of
Yes.
like weed is in a lot of states? Really? Okay, when did they change that?
This year. So you might see a whole lot of crazy shit out here, naked girls out here.
Really?
And
Damn.
And they have no worry.
No, we don't get in trouble no more. You don't get in trouble no more. It's
not
a
even a
job.
ticket.
It's a job.
Is it safe for the women?
You have to be careful because you had Johns pull up like they want a date and half of them be trying to rob you. So no, it's not safe. It's always to be with a pair or have you protection.
And would you classify a pimp as a good person, a bad person, or
A pimp is a person with low self-esteem.
what makes you say that?
Why would
That's
you need a
weird.
female to make your money? Why you can't make your own money? Our money is our money. Why we got to sell our body to give it to you or get beat up for not giving you our money?
Yeah. What percent of the cut do you feel like
Yeah.
a pimp usually takes in this situation?
100%.
They
100%.
take it all.
And what makes that worth it for the woman to be involved in?
I guess if you like a person, you just need the money to survive out here.
I noticed you got some protection on you.
Stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Have you ever had to use those?
Yeah, at that stand on the feet.
Is there a lot of competition amongst women in the Johns?
Yeah.
Describe that for us.
Because everybody feel threatened. Might have one female been out here 10 years and say I walk up and ain't been out here but a day and I'll pull in more Johns than she do. I would be a problem.
Where's the cost? Where's someone's
It's $75.
for?
That's gonna cover the room and the conversation. Most Johns just want somebody to listen to them. They all the time don't want sex. They just need somebody to vent.
So a lot of these are just lonely men that want to talk.
That's it, have a little fun. They have wives at home, but
Yeah, that seems innocent, right?
you know their wives not entertainment.
Nothing wrong
Thank
with
you
that.
so much. This lady mentions that things are decriminalized completely.
Yeah,
Tell us
like
about that.
they did some shit. They passed a bill to do the governor Gavin Newsom or something to where basically the bitches can get their money. They might be cited out,
Bitches can
but
get their
they're
money.
not gonna take them to the county jail.
So it's basically sex work is decriminalized.
Yes, in California.
Really? How much does
Sacktown.
that change things?
The hoes don't gotta worry about getting harassed. You know what I'm saying? They can hold in peace.
So do you think that's a positive improvement for them?
Yeah,
He said they get hoe in peace.
because a lot of times,
I guess, right?
like these cops, they don't be want to do that hella paperwork for some shit that's really, they call it the world's oldest profession. You know what I'm saying? So if it's really the world's oldest profession, let these bitches be pros about their hoeing.
Later that night, we found a
Okay.
pimp who's willing to talk to us. So this is us speaking with him in the back of a car somewhere in Los Angeles.
I'm Tommy and I'm here with.
They call me Jordan Face for the record. You know, I'm out here, you know, high pursuit
Jordan
for a hoe,
Face.
you know.
So what is it like?
Oh shit, you know, right now, lately, you know, I just got out of prison. Had
He said he in high pursuit.
like 5 toes, you feel me?
What made you
Matureness.
get into this in the first place?
Well, I learned from a 304, you feel me? A 304 is a hoe, you feel me?
All right, he got turned out.
And I learned from my auntie, you feel me? She was a vet, you feel me, and shit. She taught me all the game. I was doing square shit, you feel me? Boyfriend shit, yeah, shit that I'm supposed to be doing, you feel me?
Why are you
Yeah.
supposed to be doing that?
Cause I'm a pimp, you feel me? I'm a big 16, you feel me? And we don't hold hands or kick hands, you feel me?
Would you say you ever had like a soft and loving relationship with a woman before? Like a woman that you can just hold and love?
Yeah, of
Not
course.
square, you feel me?
Why does that make someone a square?
I
He's
did
funny.
that already. Got my heart broken a long time ago. Bitch will never get it again. The main thing I always tell a bitch, all you guys, your word, your pussy, and your respect. Without that, you ain't shit, bitch.
It seems to me like this would be a very dangerous job for the women. What do you do to make sure that they are safe?
You know, I don't do no babysitting, but you feel me? When the bitch call me and tell me nigga tripping, you know, I trip about mine, you feel me? I'm gonna pull up on a nigga and tell a nigga let the bitch breathe, you feel me? Let the bitch get the dough, you feel me? Especially if the
Yeah.
bitch in pocket, you feel me?
Is there any stereotypes about the John, like their age, their race? Are they married? Are they
Stereotypes.
divorced? Like, tell me about what a John looks like.
I'm Mexican. Don't date blacks. No, that's not a job. Mexican.
Wait,
Oh.
why not a black?
Cause they be on weird shit. Rape,
Right?
robbed, kidnapped, all types of shit, you know what I mean?
An ideal customer is someone that's Mexican or white.
Yeah, old season money.
So basically a lonely man.
Yeah, only man. He might got a
Asian dude,
relationship, but he just getting tired of the bullshit pussy at the hump.
What percentage of these men you think are married?
Probably 50.
Some people would say,
50.
man, a pimp, that's a bad person. He's mistreating women. It's a really bad situation. What do you say about that?
I say them people, they sound stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Why?
Sound
Why
dumb.
is that?
That's the person that give you instructions, your teacher, your guider. For me, that's everything to you. For me, that's daddy.
So you view the pimp, the role of the pimp as a positive one.
Yeah, that's positive.
How so?
Boyfriend, that's not positive.
And can you explain that further?
The reason why the boyfriend ain't positive is because he might be a mark, he might be a buster, he might be too
a
soft for
mark.
the bitch. You feel me?
That's funny. The reason why a boyfriend isn't is because he might be a mark or a buster. That's funny.
This is like niggas the glasses and niggas that run this shit. You feel me? Soft niggas get run over.
LA.
It ain't gonna be good.
LA motherfuckers is different, man.
Cause the bitch gonna run over you all day. You feel me?
So have you ever felt bad for one of your bitches?
I ain't never felt bad for a bitch. Cause I ain't never did nothing wrong
He said, I ain't never felt bad.
to the bitch. You feel me? I bossed the bitch up. You feel me? She bossed me up and I bossed her up. That's how every time it happened.
So one of the things we've heard is that the pimps take a lot, if not all, of the money from.
Yeah, I took all
100%.
the money.
So how is that bossing up her?
I'm buying everything. I'm her like a bank account. If she needs something, come get it from me, bitch. She a reflection of me. I want my bitch looking gooder than me.
Is it an aspect of control?
said
Like,
gooder.
what makes you get all the money?
Looking
when
gooder
she's
to
doing
me.
all of the work.
Looking better, maybe, probably a better word to use. I don't know, or a gooder word. I don't know.
Cause I was out there risking my life. I was out there sweating this blade just like her. I was down just like her. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any daughters?
Yeah.
So if your
So,
daughter went
He said,
out
"Do you have
and-
any daughters? Do you have any daughters?" And then most people always ask, "Well, how would you feel if your daughter decided to do that type of work?" And I would say, just like I would say for anybody else, be careful. You know, you're gonna do what you want to do anyway, so be careful doing it.
work the block, work the blade? Would you be mad at her, disappointed,
Hell
happy?
yeah, I'll be mad as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
See,
and,
he a hypocrite. You can't be mad and then sending a bitch at the same time. That's crazy. Motherfucking imposter is what I call it. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna be? You can't be on both sides. See, like this type of shit right here, I don't know. I don't condone this type of shit. You know what I mean? But whatever. I guess people could be hypocrites and imposters all they want. That's cool too.
I did it to the gang of people's daughters and all type of shit too, so I'd be like, damn.
That's why I don't fuck with people though, cause they'll say whatever. Man. That's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, cause you're supposed to listen twice as hard as you talk and shit. So pay attention to what motherfuckers say, cause he say he willing to let a girl do that, but if it come to his family, it's something different. So that's crazy.
Can't be a hypocrite.
Well, I know you gotta get back to what you're doing. Appreciate it. So when there's a prostitute,
He said, "I know you got to get back to what you're doing." What is he doing? He's not doing nothing.
there's probably a pimp nearby. And for what we know about pimps, they're looking for ways to make money the easiest way. If I was a pimp and
He said, "What we know about pimps, they're trying to make money the easiest way." Hold on, I gotta play that back. That's funny.
appreciate it. So when there's a prostitute, there's probably a pimp nearby. And for what we know about pimps, they're looking for ways to make money the easiest way. If I was a pimp and I saw me walking around, I would rob the shit out of me. You guys tell me in the comments, should sex work be legalized? Should it be criminalized?
Man, there's so many misconceptions. What is he talking about robbing people for? That's not what is going down, man. It's crazy. For the oldest profession in the world, there's still so many misconceptions.
Interested to see what you think. How you doing? I'm a documentary filmmaker. Do you want
He
can I
said,
ask you any
"Hell no."
questions? Okay. Be safe out here, okay? One thing that makes these documentaries hard is my face looks like a cop. I look like a rookie at the academy.
So my face looks like a cop. He definitely do. As soon as he put that other picture up there for an example.
I look like an undercover cop. No wonder these ladies are sketched out by me.
Hey, baby.
How you doing?
Not the camera.
Not the camera.
We're calling it for tonight. We've pressed our luck. We've spooked some toots. And we're gonna try our
He
luck
said
tomorrow
we
morning.
spooked some toots. What? All right, the next day. This dude does all types of cool videos too. Tommy G. He got 634,000 subscribers, so y'all go check him out. Give him a like and a follow. I'm pretty sure he needs it.
So it's cold here this morning. It's probably 50, 55 degrees. And you gotta imagine that anyone that's still out lingering right now, that still needs to make more money before they can go back home.
Yeah, they gotta get at least a rack.
Otherwise their pimps can be upset that 50 to 100 bucks for a conversation in a warm car is probably a good option. So never thought I'd be at an ATM getting money from prostitutes.
Right, when a bitch say she cold, you say, jump in somebody's car then, shit, right?
Speaking of money, there's a 100% chance that YouTube is demonetizing this episode. If you feel inclined to support
YouTube is definitely demonetizing this episode.
my Patreon, I would very much.
Tommy G. All right, let's skip a little bit.
3 a.m. They're crashed out. I have a police officer face, and that's a stereotype I'm trying to shake. All right, guys, this is it. We're always going the extra mile to bring you the raw shit.
What's he about to do?
I'm gonna try and convince him to hop in the backseat with me and just have a conversation. Let's see how it goes. When you get nervous, sometimes your body's like, oh God, here we go. Hey, sir, do we look like undercover police officers? Yeah. Okay, good. Hey, we are on Figueroa right now, so we were keeping.
What, they went and got a rental car or something?
Our eyes peeled, for high heels, high skirts, and low morals.
And low morals. See, like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why does somebody have to have low morals to do something that, like, when somebody does it for free, does that make them automatically have low morals? There's plenty of people out there promiscuous and shit. And, I mean, you know what I mean? So, come on. Let's not pass judgment on people.
More. Good. No, I got cash.
I got cash.
That was my first time trying to pick up a prostitute and I failed. So I think what I need to do is just flash the money. I think money talks. We gotta have our approach a little more.
Flash the money?
I think that it's just gonna be a numbers game.
Okay. If old
It's gonna be a numbers game.
Do it, I can too. I'm fucking nervous. How you doing? I'm good. So we're looking for like 5-10 minutes of asking you questions and then you'll be on your way. And I got a ski mask if you want to wear one.
Let me see the video.
What do you go by?
Maya.
Maya. Okay, so you're a beautiful woman here on a Saturday morning. What does life look like for you?
Saturday
there's
morning?
Days. It could be a lot going on, and it could be nothing going on.
Saturday mornings, I feel bad because, you know, either I don't feel bad, it's just that, what the hell is you doing out there on a Saturday morning? You supposed to have been made the money already.
Here's what I think. If I was in
You must be in a bad situation if you still out there Saturday morning.
your shoes, I think I'd be scared a lot. Like, even getting into a car with 3 guys could be a really big risk, right?
Right.
Has anything ever gone down that was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened?
Are you talking about as far as a date?
Yeah,
or
like a date gone wrong. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, quite a few times actually.
And tell us a story. Like, what happened?
I got in a car, everything was like all perfectly fine. Like he was nice,
Yeah.
like the nicest person ever. Like it was.
Then
He was older, and we went driving down the street, and he just pulls out a knife on me. And like,
Damn, the
oh,
old
you're not
knife
getting out the
trick.
car. He's like holding it up to my neck.
What
Like,
did he want from you?
he wanted head. That's what he wanted. He wanted head, but he didn't want to pay for it.
So another thing I thought about with that is your body's gotta hurt. I've never given head before. Can I imagine? But if I imagine.
Whoa. Where are we going with this conversation, bro?
Imagine doing it a few times a
I
day.
had lockjaw
What? Okay, yeah, hold on.
a few times.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What is that like?
it's. I've been doing this for quite a while, but before it never
How old are you?
happened. I'm 19.
Quite a while.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you started young.
Mhm.
Okay. What got you into the business? Like, who recruited you?
I was in
Who
foster care.
recruited you?
Yeah.
What is it? Is this not the military?
It was like 2 different occasions because one was from a female, and that was in foster care, and then
Did she
another.
recruit you because she was out doing it and she recruited
Yeah,
you?
but it was online. She was posted her, and then I ended up getting posted.
Is your daddy awake right now? Like, does he know what's up?
Why is he talking like that? That's crazy. Stop saying that. That's weird. Oh my God. 2023, here we are.
Right now?
He's awake.
Because our number one thing when we thought about doing this is like, the last thing we want is a goddamn pimp running us down and trying to get us. But so this is another thing that comes to mind. You're dressed like this and it's cold out. What is that like? Walking the
cold.
block when it's this cold out.
Hoes
It's
don't get
bad.
cold. It's bad. Man, you got to get in somebody's car. It's warm. You know what I'm saying? Get a date or something. That'll get you warm. You gotta hoe through the trials and tribulations. You gotta hoe in and out the raindrops. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the quickest way to get warm is to get in a vehicle or catch a date. You know what I'm saying? Because it probably do get cold from time to time, I'm sure.
And sometimes I feel like it's a mind over matter.
Yeah.
I'll be like, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. But sometimes I'm like, fuck that shit. I mind. And I'll catch myself getting an attitude or whatnot. But other than that, it's just a thing that you kind of sort of get used to.
You lined up a visit?
Huh?
You lined up a customer?
No, I kind of have to.
Get going soon?
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
Okay.
She
can I
gotta
ask
turn
you
a
one
date.
question?
Okay.
What percent of pimps would you say are good people and what percent are shit
I don't
bags?
know. It's 2023, and there's some shitty ass pimps and hoes out here. Yeah.
Last question.
Damn.
How's your mental health?
My mental health.
Yeah.
My mental health is.
How's your
fucking
mental
horrible.
health?
Yeah. What do you?
I mean, everybody's mental health is horrible. Like, you have
That's a
to
good question.
have something wrong with you for you to be going out and doing the shit that you do. I got a question.
Yes.
Like, while we talk, can we, like, go down Broadway, like 67th and Broadway, so I can be closer to my room?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm, like, kind
How
of,
far
like,
are we not? Just
67th
make a
and
left
Broadway?
right here.
A left
So you
right.
basically got a motel that you're posted up at?
Yeah.
Okay. You're young, you're smart, you're beautiful. Where do you see your future going?
I want to go to cosmetology school.
You wanna
really
go to
wanna be an event
cosmetology
planner,
school?
But I've been really...
You ain't gotta do what you're doing to do that. You could just go to school. But she don't really want to go to school. If she really wanted to go to school, she would already be in school. Why do I have sunglasses indoors? That's a great question. To find out the answer, tune in next time. Same channel, same time.
having my mind on going to cosmetology school.
It's very bright in
you'd be
here if
great
you
at
can't
it.
tell. So that's one.
I'm so sorry.
she on the phone. She don't care what he talking about. But yeah, though. Larry, you got glasses on in the daytime. I mean, indoors too. I can see in the picture. Larry, you sneaky. Sneaky little devil, you. You tried to ask me a trick question when you're wearing glasses indoors too. Back to our program that we're watching. Thanks for the comment though, Larry. Appreciate it.
I'm not trying to set you guys up or nothing like that. I just, yeah.
Who is that, by the way?
Dang, you're nosy.
Well, I just know that if anyone...
He said, who is that, by the way? She said, I'm not trying to set you up or nothing. That's funny. That, like, makes you think somebody who wants to set you up. And I know for a fact because I've had that happen before. Not set up, but, you know, somebody saying that. And then you're like, what? I'm not trying to set you up. Well, it sounds like it now.
Getting us, it's a pimp setup.
Next street, make it right.
Right.
He said a pimp setup. I don't even know what that is, but that's funny.
I think I want to know what the hell is going on before we go too close to this whatever's up.
Hey, I actually have a date that I'm, so it's no bullshit. It's just,
And here's
some-
$100.
Thank you, baby.
So, hey, stay safe.
Thank you, baby. That's funny. I swear they all pick up the same mannerisms. That's crazy.
What do your parents think about this? You
Well,
have
my
foster-
mom was a hoe. My dad.
Her mama was a hoe, so it's innate. It's inherent. It's hereditary. She'll be fine. She built for this shit.
Dad was clearly her pimp, but she left when she got pregnant with me. They knew, kind of, sort of, this was what I was gonna do.
That was her
Hey,
path.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Stay safe.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Have a good
She
one.
was
Good day.
preordained. She was
Do you think she's
predestined
more
for
scared
this
than
life.
we were?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
But when she was texting whoever,
I'm so sorry.
it's all
I'm
good.
not trying to set you guys up or nothing like that.
What kills me is this: you meet Baby from the Chicago video, you meet Maya from this video. Like, she was cool. She was
Right,
sweet.
they're
She
always
was
cool.
pretty.
What you talking about, bro?
Like, what is she doing out here, dude? Like, she could do so much. Like,
It's crazy they're out here at 9 a.m. just getting ready to...
that is shocking. Please consider supporting the Patreon. YouTube's gonna demonetize this. Can I ask you this? It's cold out. How are you staying warm right now?
Shaking.
Shaking, dancing.
Oh, she's
That's
getting a
funny.
customer right now.
So this is live action, folks. I got an idea. Feel free to say no, okay? So here's the pitch I got. I got
33.
$100. I have
Let's
ski
go.
mask too. No? Is it?
You
What's
ain't
it?
fucking
Just
with
'cause
it.
you don't want to be on camera? How much?
$100 ain't enough. $250.
You're fleecing me right now, dude. All I'll say is this: is stay safe. I hope you have a good day. Okay. Take care.
He said
Netflix,
250.
Hulu,
Too
any
much.
streaming platforms. I got stuff that YouTube won't let me show. Let's talk business. Keegan, what do you think your mother would say if she knew what you were doing right now?
Oh, dude. I don't even want to think about that.
Look out, what would your mother say?
It's funny, they driving around trying to pick
Should I
up
call my
prostitutes.
mom and tell her what I'm doing?
They interview
Yes. Yes.
two white guys in a Mercedes trying to interview prostitutes in LA, and they're not, you know, they're not being very successful at it. All the girls think they're police officers and stuff. It's pretty funny.
Hey,
Hey, is this a good time to talk?
not really. I'm in a church right now.
He's calling his grandma to let her know what he's doing right now. That's crazy.
How you doing?
She said she was in church right now. She can't
I
talk.
got something to run by you. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I just want to ask you questions. We'll spin the block, and I got $100 for you.
Okay.
Is that cool?
She said, okay.
Shit, right?
No.
You not the cop?
No.
Touch my eyes, just so I know.
You're not the
Alright.
cop. What is
But hop
this
in this side, okay?
English?
Look, you were recording
What is... She said, you recording already? Hell yeah.
already? You doing the most?
He's recording me. He can't see you right now. How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
A bag chaser, outgoing, a hustler.
Are you usually out in mornings? I would imagine nights a little bit better, huh?
That's what they all say, but no. I mean, nighttime is just more of a fucking
It's crazy at night, but you can get it any time of day. You know what I'm saying? Morning, afternoon, rain, sleet, and snow. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
fashion show.
I guess there's probably less competition in the morning.
I mean, to me, there's no competition because I'm me.
Yeah.
I don't have to
She
get
say ain't no
fully
competition.
naked, ass naked, wear stilettos all day, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
To get my bag. Compared to these bitches, they gotta be ass naked all day, morning, night, and not collecting nothing.
That's
And
crazy.
honestly, the customers I come across, when I actually like dress up, heels and lingerie, they don't like it.
Yeah.
They rather me in regular clothes.
And what's the most popular thing people ask for?
I mean, it's different heads. Sometimes they want me to dance. Sometimes they want sex.
What's the weirdest request a client's ever had?
I mean, you get tricks. They want you to shit on them, piss on them,
What?
beat them, all type of crazy shit.
Damn. Really?
That's
Is there a
crazy.
stereotype about the Johns? Like, are they older? Are they
Big Talk
younger? Are they
definitely
white?
won't
Are they
allow
black?
that.
What's the profile of a John?
I'm not a fan of black Johns.
Why is that?
They too much. I can't finesse them.
What would you say your
They
child
trying to
is?
finesse you.
Great.
Yeah? Do your parents know you're out here?
Of course.
And what do they think about it?
I mean, what can I do? They not paying my bills.
If you could do
Right.
anything in the world, like what's a dream job to you?
I got a lot, but I want to be a fashion designer.
Yeah.
I'm into fashion.
Is this
Fashion and dancing. I want to own my own strip club one day.
Oh yeah? You enjoy
That's a
having
good
sex a lot?
aspiration.
No, not at all.
Does it
Not
get
at all.
old?
I don't like having sex at all. Like, I'm not
Right?
turned on. Like, some bitches love this shit. They enjoy getting fucked by tricks. Not me.
Have you ever had a dangerous experience, a dangerous encounter?
Oh, hell yeah.
Walk me through a story.
That's
We get in
crazy.
the car, he like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna go to my office. It's right here down the street around the corner. But I'm looking like, it's black as fuck out here. There's no police outside. Why do we need to go to your office? You got this big ass truck. So I'm like, no, it's cool, it's okay. So as I'm finna get out the car, he still touch me. So I tell
What
him
up,
like,
yo?
hey,
What
can
up?
you
What
stop
up?
touching me? So as I'm getting out, he gets his hand and he just like gropes my titties and shit. So I have my phone, I turned around and I cracked them. I
Oh,
cracked
shit.
them. This dude gets out the fucking car, starts chasing me down, has a fucking gun and all type of shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was ready
Oh.
for my life.
Are you happy?
I am happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how do you
she's
say your
happy
mental
doing
health
it.
It's good. It's great.
Well,
No
thank
need
you
to
for
Captain
talking
save
with
this
us.
one.
I hope
No
you stay
problem.
safe. Have a great day. Do you want to keep that mask or is that not your style?
I'll keep it.
Okay,
I'll
hey,
remember it. What was your name?
Tommy.
Tommy. Oh,
Tommy
okay.
G. on
Tommy
YouTube.
G.
So y'all from
on
Chicago?
YouTube.
We're from Milwaukee.
Period. Okay, I'm gonna have to come out there one day. See you guys later.
Have a good one. Mission accomplished. Keegan killed it behind the wheel. Miguel killed it behind the camera. We're always just fascinated by people.
That's crazy. They got 2 girls though to get in there and do the interview, so that's a plus. I mean, I thought they wasn't. I mean, I knew they was gonna get somebody because they paying, but you know, it's just an expensive thing. But his channel got like 634,000 people, so he gonna make the money back. Even though he said they gonna demonetize the video, but you know, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Hang on, where's Charleston White at? I'm looking for some Charleston White videos. Hold on, the new ones. On Anton Daniels' channel, he got all the new stuff. Young Pharaoh, hold on, let's see. Hear about what he talking about right now. Shout out Young Pharaoh though. Masculine standards. Let's watch this. This is gonna be some girls bad mouthing men, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what they talking about.
When it comes to relationships, what does it mean when people
They
say
in
men
Vegas,
are
too.
supposed to lead?
Oh,
When it comes to relationships, when it says men are supposed to lead, I mean, men are supposed to take initiative. They're supposed to, show their girl for the best example for them, lead, have them doing the right things, motivate them, and just keep them acting right for themselves so they can both be better together.
What is
He leads, meaning he's the leader of the house. He has to be taken care of. He's providing for us.
Never mind. I was gonna say something, but that would not be polite. So let's just keep it moving.
He's making sure that we have everything we need. So ultimately, we need to make sure that he has everything he needs.
The provider, the protector. He should.
So this channel just goes out and asks people questions on Las Vegas Boulevard and hands them a mic, and that's it. Seems like good business.
Lead his woman in, like, the right direction. He's the king, so.
I feel like that dates back. Like, a woman wants a man to provide. They want them to.
Okay.
Dominance. That's really what it is. Like, you want a dominant man. You don't want a submissive man. You don't want to bow down to him. You want him to bow down to you.
Walk on the side of danger and
where was she
sleep
going?
in the bed on the side of danger and protect. I think that's what it means.
Wouldn't that make men more accountable?
Yes.
Wouldn't that make men more accountable?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, men should be accountable in this world.
Yes, it definitely makes men more accountable because it's
LeBron.
they're not only leading themselves, they're leading their wives, their kids, whoever's in that house. So yeah, definitely.
If women are the ones who determine that men should lead, wouldn't that mean that women are really the ones in charge?
Women are definitely not the ones in charge. It's a man's world.
Women are always in charge.
It's a man's world,
See his power.
right?
Women are in charge.
Well, women think they in charge. Women are in charge of
He
the
said women
sexual
think they in
market
charge.
because they have to give us permission to hit. But
He is right about that. They are the gatekeepers of sex, though. That's the one thing they're in charge of.
we're in charge of the rings that they want so much, right?
The
A lot of dudes.
The Lord of the Rings.
Don't understand our power. A woman can want, and she can call herself a bad bitch, a dime, whatever she says. But if I don't think it, if I don't see the value, she not gonna get the ring.
I believe that women are always in charge because we know how to persuade men. So we know how to make you think that it's your own idea. So ultimately, women do
She's
run,
trying to use psychology?
but we know how to make a man feel good so he think that he's in charge.
How can men lead if it's by women's terms?
That's true. We can't. I mean, they expect us to. And I mean, we do the best job we can.
The man is the head, the woman is the neck. Basically what that means is that the woman can direct which way his head turns. So ultimately he is leading, but the woman
Uh-oh, she got some more philosophy going. Okay.
is directing where he goes.
Why do women complain about men being in charge when women wanted it that way?
I like philosophy. And if you know philosophy, I like you too. Because I think that's cool. Because some people, you know, use experience and stuff like that, or quotes from the Bible, but philosophy is pretty old too, you know. It's not as old as religion, but, well, certain philosophy, not you know, like the study of psychology is only a couple hundred years old, but philosophy is older. So that's what I'm trying to, you know, convey. Come on, I should be able to shoot that motherfucker. Hell yeah, I got him from way up here. That's crazy. That's a long shot. Hold on. Let me go back to this video too while I play this game. Hold on.
I don't know because I'm not one of those women. I don't have an answer for that. Women just like to complain sometimes.
I feel
Women
like
just
that's
like to
more of
complain
this
sometimes.
generation, just because everybody wants to be an independent woman, everybody wants to be a bad bitch, but
Right.
ultimately everybody wants to be taken care of. So I feel that our generation now, a lot of women want to be taken care of, but they also don't want to do what's necessary to be taken care of, and they also want their cake and eat it too, kind of in a way.
Now the society is
In a way.
all this propaganda with the TV and the Cardi B's and all this. Women feel like when they have their own shit that makes them the leader. And it doesn't make them the leader, it makes y'all in the dope. I'm gonna piss some ladies off.
Right?
At the end of the day, men are going
That's
to be
funny.
men. Like, they love women at the end of the day. And if you're in a relationship, you're pursuing her. So you're going to want to follow what she is expecting from you.
If everyone wants
They
men to
sound
lead,
stupid.
is it any wonder why most leadership positions are held by men?
Yeah, but females also play such a huge role in leading the world, I feel like.
What?
Like, without a female, a man's home would fall apart.
We live in a
What?
society where men have the power no matter what. Unfortunately, you know, women
Divided.
we're not in a position to lead. As much as we would like to, we don't get that power. We are not given that opportunity, and that's just that. We're just gonna have to live with it. It's just always gonna be like that.
When it comes to relationships, are men more likely to be held to a masculine standard than women are held to a feminine standard?
Yeah, they are, and that's not fair.
No, I think people can just be whoever they want to be. You know, just express themselves however they want to express.
Naive.
You know, whoever really cares about if you're too feminine or too masculine in any sense. You know.
As a man, you can't show any type of emotion, bro. If you show
Right.
too
No
much
empathy
emotion,
for men.
girls already give the soft vibe. Now you go in the category as you're soft. If you give off not enough emotion, or you don't show enough emotion, then they say you don't know how to communicate, or that you're just too closed off.
Men should be in their masculine at all times. If you're living your full truth as a man, you're in your masculine no matter what.
What are those standards and who defines them?
The standards are, just being a real man as a provider, is a leader, is going to take care of his family, his community, and he's going to do great things because he's living his purpose.
Don't a lot of women want a guy who's 6 feet tall, six-pack abs, six-figure income?
That's
Well, don't a lot of men want a girl with a fat ass and a small waist and a big chest and able to ride dick in the middle of the night and get up and take care of the kids in the morning?
Aren't a lot of women born with those qualities while men typically have to earn their...
Do you not know how many people got BBLs? You not know how many women literally change their image just to be accepted by male standards till nowadays?
I, as a man, don't care if you got red bottoms or blue bottoms. That shit impresses the other women and shit. I want to know, am I going to have a home-cooked meal? Am I going to have a support system, a helpmate, shit like that? I don't give a fuck about your BBL or your BBL bag. It doesn't matter. But women, they spend too much time oppressing other women because dudes don't care about that.
When a woman says she's tired of dating men, why do they often end up dating a woman who looks and acts like a man?
That's funny.
Maybe they're attracted to masculine energy and not men.
Men, they like the masculinity. They just maybe want more sensitivity, or maybe because most women are better at eating pussy. I don't know.
So are women really interested in men, or just somebody who fulfills their masculine standards even if it's another woman?
The second one.
That's a good
fulfills
question,
the masculine
right?
standards, even if it's a woman.
All women really want, bro, is someone to fulfill their needs. That's it, bro. Whatever that is, because all women's needs can be different, you know what I mean? Whether that's attention, whether that's sex, it's different, and that varies too. Protection, women women are emotional, and their needs and stuff go like the wind, and that's why us men have problems dealing with women, because we look at it as how we look at it. We expect women to think and move
Logical
the way we
thinkers.
do, and they're different. Well, how can
Women
they do
are
this?
emotional.
Easy, because they're women, bro.
Women just want to get what they want, bro.
Actually, they don't
At the
think
end
at
of
all.
the
They're
day,
just
women
emotional.
want what they want, and if they can't get it, they will leave and go to another guy, go to another place, go
Exactly.
to another job, and they'll do whatever they can to find it, bro.
There's not a lot of masculine dudes, bro. And masculine isn't just about being buff and
Hypergamy.
and being like Conan and give me a beer, do what I say. Masculine is an energy, just like femininity is an energy also.
I feel that we're pushing men to be masculine because men started to wear panties nowadays. They want to be taken care of like a woman. They want to be courted like a woman, and they want a woman to chase them, when in reality it should be the other way. So I feel like a lot of women want men to go back to what they used to be.
Isn't that men just wanting to be treated like a king?
You can be treated like king, but you got to be having that king money, first of all. And second of all, you can be treated like a king, but that means you have to offer something as well. You can't expect anything if, one, you're not that type of person, or two, you have nothing to offer to get those services.
Put it like this, I take that back. Dudes who have their
That's a good
shit
video.
together don't care about that. Now, if I'm on the bum on the street and I meet a chick with a nurse with a Benz, then that does impress me because I ain't got shit. But if I have shit, then it doesn't really matter, because I'm looking for a woman who's to add to what I have. No woman, and that's, you guys need to understand this too. As a man, no woman is going to complete you.
Why should a man need to be a protector and provider when no burden is placed on women?
It's actually a very big burden placed on women. They have to bear children. They have to live in a society that treats them like, hey, y'all have no input on what we say because we make the money, and y'all just got to go along with it. Just because we get to have
What
sex
is this
with y'all,
guy talking about?
we're gonna make y'all happy so y'all don't argue with us, but we're gonna make the rules. Because men genuinely make the rules.
If being a masculine man means accepting the burden of others, why would anyone want to be a man by that definition?
I don't know. If being a female means having children, why would anybody want to be a female?
What does that
Well,
mean?
I mean, why do women think that it's their duty to have
Crazy.
kids when it's actually their choice?
Right.
I don't know. I don't feel that way. It's not my duty. I don't want kids.
Honestly, I feel that there are a lot
what
of
it
things
sounded
that
like.
men have to deal with on top of, just being a man when it comes to the type of money you make, when it comes to taking care of other people. I mean, nowadays,
Yeah.
you have to have a lot of money. People are very, very expensive. But
People are
ultimately,
very,
in my
very
opinion,
expensive.
that's just what I'm known.
If that's not the smartest thing I've heard all day. People are very, very expensive. Got to put it on a t-shirt. I think that's t-shirt worthy, definitely. And it's fucking true. People are expensive. Or maybe not people, but the things people want. But yeah, let's get back to her.
Known as a man, take care of home, take care of his household, take care of himself.
A man doesn't have to be masculine, but masculine are just the most appealing men to women.
Does a man need to be masculine in order to have equal rights?
No.
Does a man need to be masculine in order to have his needs met?
Yes.
Don't all adults have sexual needs?
That's funny.
Absolutely.
You say yes.
So a man has to basically groom himself to be what a woman wants in order to have sex.
Typically, yeah.
Okay, is there anything that men still hold as leverage over women to control them?
Absolutely.
What?
Like, we are still living in an unequal society. Like, women are still not equal till this day.
So what exactly
That is a fallacy.
is not equal? What?
We still don't get equal pay. We are still not treated.
That is incorrect as well. But it's, for some reason, a talking point for most people. What up, Tammy? How you doing today?
Like, I'm walking out here, right, with the tube top on. I'm gonna be seen as I want something.
Women.
What is her point? I don't get it. I didn't get her point, but we'll try to hopefully understand it soon. But I just got blindsided by Instagram. What's going on? Yeah, good. That's good, man. Me too. I'm chilling. Blessed, you know what I mean? Got a roof over my head, food in my stomach, you know? I mean, what more could you ask for, really? I mean, anything else is just extra at that point, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's good. Saturn Day, actually. We're on Saturn Day. A lot of people don't realize that the day that we are free to do as we feel or do, whatever we want is Saturn Day. But, that's a whole nother topic, though. Yeah, but now I'm chilling. I'm over here streaming on YouTube, playing Battlefield. I'm streaming on Twitch as well. Battlefield, watching YouTube videos, live reviewing, just chilling. But yeah, this is how I reset for next week. Gotta have something that you enjoy doing, you know what I mean? Just to kind of let the stress pass from the week. Basically make time for yourself, whatever it is, that you enjoy doing, make sure you do it. Because nobody else will make sure you do it for you, you know what I mean? While you looking out for everybody else, you got to make sure to look out for yourself too. We was just talking about mental health a few minutes ago, and yeah, it's very important, everybody, make sure y'all take some time out for yourself. Sheesh. All right, yeah, back to the video though. They on Vegas Strip asking questions to random people or whatever.
Should do things that women are awesome at, and men should do things that men are awesome at. And it just so happens that men are more awesome at a lot of masculine things, and women are more awesome at a lot of feminine things, like gardening and raising children and bearing children. Not that men don't raise children well, but they don't bear the children.
women running the show.
Why do they always say bear the children? Like if we could, we wouldn't have the burden of doing it too. We can't, so it's like bringing up an argument that we can't really debate because you're right, we can't. Yeah. Oh, come on. He almost got me. He almost got me. That's nice. Yeah.
It's normal now. It's just like, oh, that's just how it is. It's not how it is. That's how your shit is. As far as women being submissive, women had the submissive shit f***ed up because they feel like they look at submissive like a slave and something like that. And it's not like, it's not a...
He said they look at submissiveness like it's like being a slave or something. That's funny. This guy's smart though. He's definitely been able to articulate some of his ideas coherently, unlike some of the other people that they've been interviewing. But I mean, you got to think, it's Las Vegas Strip. What do you expect? Everybody's a little bit inebriated, possibly, or more than likely. Oh snap! He up here. I found him. That's a good little hiding spot, though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna chill up here for a second. All right. Start.
It's not about you being a slave or anything. It's just about you knowing your place in the relationship. When you travel, when I travel, and I go to Africa, when I go to Colombia, when I go to Thailand, the women know their place. I don't have to tell them, hey, I'm the man, I'm the leader. You got, they just know. They're raised like that. But these women here, bro, you got to have game or you got to have status or money to make them follow, bro.
Do women's delusional expectations require men to set delusions?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The older you get, I feel like it's a little bit tougher to meet people and shit. But you would think it wouldn't be, especially with the internet and seeing how everybody, is on their phone at all times. Like, it's weird that there's even like dating apps at all because Instagram is probably the biggest dating app in the world, or TikTok now, I guess. But like, yeah, still very difficult to find people because, people don't go to the mall no more like it used to be. You either got to meet them on the internet or, I don't know, maybe a festival or something like that. I don't really go to many places. I'm using very smart words. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, I would say this. As you get older, you may pick up more things or whatever, right? But it's just the people on the strip are drunk, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, because they're drunk, so.
Delusional goals?
I mean, you would think they're drunk. That's
a man's
what the
goal
Las
should be
Vegas
defined
Strip
by
is all
himself,
about.
but to please his woman, he should be living him. He should put himself first, no matter what his purpose, and then he should.
I use big words because I'm a high school dropout, and I'm compensating probably for like the lack of not real intelligence, because a piece of paper from a school that used to like take part in eugenics against my own people. I don't really like, you know what I mean? I don't really want their credibility anyway, but I guess classically trained people, I guess, with linguistics or knowledge or whatever that went to college, I guess they're technically smarter than me because I only went to 9 years of school. I dropped out in 9th grade. I felt like I got the gist of it, you know what I mean? I felt like I was picking up what they were putting down. But at the time that I was in school, I was more interested in like sowing my royal oats and, being fruitful and multiplying. So I was talking to the girls and stuff. I could care less what my teacher had to say, realistically. But as I got older, I said, holy shit, I missed out on a lot of cool stuff that they were teaching. And I should have probably paid a little bit more attention. But I digress. We're here now. I'm fucking 39 years old, about to be 40. August 30th. Looking pretty good. I'm doing okay for myself, so I mean, shit. Just got a little dent from these glasses, but yeah, I'm taking care of my family. I mean, like I said, what more can I ask for? I mean, I could ask for more, but it's probably someone out there that needs it more than me at this moment. I'm pretty sure my time will come, and you know, I'll have faith then, just like I do have now. So I think, or just like I have now. So I think I'll be fine. You know, I'll just worry about the stuff that I can control, and the stuff that I can't, I'll just let that worry about itself. You know, because I can't control it anyway. Worrying has never made a problem go away or made it any less of a problem, you know? So you just gotta live life. Yeah, like I was a bad kid, yeah. I mean, shit. I was in 6th grade, and you know, we had like the 6th grade class picture, and I flipped off the middle finger in my 6th grade class picture. So that's the trajectory I was on when I was 12 years old. I thought it was, I thought I would be cool if I did that. And I was, but, you know, for the short term, I guess. Because in real life, I probably shouldn't have done that. And yeah. It wasn't worth it, needless to say, right? But, and then I got in more trouble, and then, you know, like my brother, he passed away when I was 19. So then I got in even more trouble after that, because he was my older brother. He was supposed to be watching me and taking care of me. But when he died, you know, my life went in a, you know, a different direction, you know, so. Oh, I should have shot sooner, man. I could have got that kill. But, yeah. So then I was in trouble for a while, you know. I was actually doing great for a long while, but I was, you know, doing shit that could get me in trouble. So luckily, I got out of that cycle of my life relatively unscathed, you know, to say the least. As far as like, you know, major prison time goes. So that, then once I got my, you know, shit together, my head on straight, I realized, hey man, I need to probably stop acting like, you know, I can do whatever I want or whatever. Maybe life isn't a game that I can just, you know, reset and stuff. Oh, well, you know, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was a young DJ or music producer, and then I started, you know, after my brother died, I started pimping a little bit for like maybe 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, living the nightlife, you know what I'm saying? Drinking and smoking, you know, eventually caught up to me. I started getting DUIs and stuff, so. But I got some other charges and stuff like fights and stuff like that I had to do some time for and stuff. But maybe all in total, maybe 10, 11 months. You know what I mean? Somewhere around there. So after that shit, I ain't really go to prison though, because you got to get like, I think minimum 2 years to go to prison. So I didn't make it all the way to like, I went to community college of criminals basically. Just, you know, jail, city jail, stuff like that. But then, yeah, my homeboy though, like, he went to prison. My brother dead. I got like 2 other homies that like made something of themselves, but they was always on the good trajectory. You know, as a young kid, they always had jobs. They was already, you know what I mean, doing something. So, I mean, it wasn't really no surprise that they kept doing the right thing. Me, I just always felt like I was too smart for a job. I was too smart for this. I was too smart for that. And, you know, I still feel that way, you know what I mean? But as an adult, you gotta, you know, maybe do some things or, you know, shit that you may not want to do. You gotta turn your hobbies into just that, hobbies, and maybe get a job or something. Maybe hold it down, you know, because when you got your moms, your dads, your, you know, your daughters and all your family members looking for you, you know, then you gotta do what you gotta do. My brother, he got shot in the head by his girlfriend. I had left the gun in the car one night because we was drinking and shit, you know, smoking and whatever. I was probably like, at this time, only like 17. And I was toting a pistol around, and my brother had gotten into some altercation and shit that week. So that was the only reason why I even had the gun on me. But I had left it in the car one night, and I went in the house, and he went in the house, and then he like 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, whatever, was like, oh, my girl want me to come get her from work. So he had to go pick her up from work, right? So it was just around the corner, so he just hopped in the car and left. And I ain't think about it until hours later, or maybe an hour or two later, that, oh shit, I left the gun in the car. Let me let him know, you know what I mean? I didn't think to tell him because I didn't remember it until it was like too late, you know? So he went and picked up his girl, came back home, and he had another girl waiting out front, right? Because my brother at the time had 11 different girlfriends. I mean, he wasn't no pimp. He was a cosmetologist. You know what I'm saying? He was a barber and a cosmetologist. He did women's hair, makeup. He did all that shit. He was a straight male. You know what I mean? So he was sought after. You know, so he had about 11 girlfriends, just girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his own money. He ain't need nothing from them or nothing like that. But so she came to the house, and I knew who she was because, you know, I went to high school with her. She was a little bit older than me, you know what I'm saying? So she actually wanted to date me at a time, which makes the story even weirder because I was about to hit one night, but I turned her down because when she got naked, she was like, she had veins and shit. She was too pale. It kind of turned me off. And I ain't mean, like, you know, I was probably like 17 or something. You know, I didn't mean to be rude or hurt her feelings or nothing like that, but it may have came off like that. And I could understand why, you know what I'm saying? So maybe 2 or 3 years later, she started trying to fuck with my brother, which is cool because I ain't tripping, you know what I mean? It's whatever. I didn't even do nothing with the girl in the first place, right? But we was like kind of talking, I guess you could say, right? At a time. So when my brother started talking to her, I said, it's all good, right? I don't care. Plus, I had a baby already and a baby mother, so I wasn't tripping. I'm always faithful. I don't really be, you know what I mean? I ain't got time for 2 women, let alone, you know, 2 square women. So back then, I was just a normal cat trying to do my thing, trying to be regular. But so when that girl came to the house, I told her, you gotta leave, you know, like he not here. Her name is Erica Dufour. She from Riverside too, so I mean I don't give a fuck about saying her name and all that shit. Yeah, so her ass came to the door and I told her, you gotta leave, you know, my brother is gone, he not here. She like, well, where'd he go? And I said, well, I don't know, right? Cause I ain't finna rat him out. So she kind of like, eventually I got her to leave, right? But she didn't really leave. She just parked down the street, you know, like a scorned woman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really crazy, right? Really, this all led to my brother dying, right? So she's parked down the street, and then my brother, he come home, you know, unaware that the girl is there. I think, yeah, I ain't even call him because I may have called him. I don't know if he answered or whatever, but she had drove down the street. I think I did call him, right? Either way, he was already pulling up. It was too late. He pulled up in the driveway. The other girl come back. She see him with another girl. They both white girls, so she thought she was the only white girl. That made her mad, even more mad. And then so he get him to like stop trying to fight each other. He tell the one girl he got to take her home now because she mad. So he tell the girl that was sitting there waiting, Erica Dufour, he tell her, look, I'm about to leave. She ain't want him to leave, so she tried to like grab on him while he driving the car. So she at the passenger window. He drive off and he supposedly run over her foot, right? Mind you, I'm upstairs at the house. I'm watching everything from upstairs. So I see the shit. I call my neighbor friend, my homeboy right next door. He see the shit too, everything going down. My neighbor across the street, they say to the girl, hey, you need an ambulance because, you know, you're on the floor right now talking about he ran over your foot. She say, nah, she good after acting for like 5 minutes on the ground, get in her car and she drive off. So I called my brother. He called me like, hey, is she okay? Like, I didn't mean to hit her foot. I said, I don't think you hit her foot, bro. I think she just, and even if you did, you probably just ran over her toe a little bit and she fine. She got up and walked away. Don't even worry about it. I said, just drop that other girl off and come home, right? He's like, all right, for sure. So I guess he go drop the other girl off or whatever, come back, but he's scared. He like, man, is the police gonna come and all that? I said, man, don't worry about none of that. Just come home. We're gonna put the car in the garage, and then whatever happened, happened. Fuck it. So he on the way back home, he pull off into the orange groves over there on Van Buren and Wood and shit, just to like try to see, cause the girl calling him. She calling to see if he'll come over and like, you know, talk about it or whatever. And I tell him, I say, so he called me back. He said, she over here at Albertsons, bro. She just want to talk. I said, bro, just come home. Fuck that bitch. She tripping. Cause I told her to leave. She ain't leave. She started some shit. And she know you ain't even like faithful. Like not faithful, but like she already know you got another girlfriend. So she already knew you wasn't the main one, but she just didn't know you had another regular white girl, right? So whatever. So he say, man, all right, whatever. This is the last time I talk to him. I tell his ass, bring your motherfucking ass home. We'll smoke some weed, we'll chill, laugh, and talk about it. He like, all right, for sure. Right? He get off the phone with me. I'm talking to Ace next door. I'm like, bro, you see that shit? That shit crazy. Brandon finna come home right now. And then he called me back and said, hey, no, I'm finna go over there and talk to her real quick. So he go to Albertsons real quick, and then that was the last time I talked to him. Because she must have gotten in the car with him, right? And once she in the passenger seat now, because the whole time they driving around, nobody knew that the gun was in the car. It's right here by the seatbelt on the left side, on the passenger side. So, but when she get in the car, she must have, you know, seen it, because they in there arguing, whatever. She must have hit it and popped him with the shit I left in the car. And because the police say he shot himself, you know, so they don't got to do an investigation. But the thing is, my brother was left-handed. They didn't know he was left-handed, and they say he shot himself like this with his right hand. He wouldn't shoot himself with his, you know what I mean? He left-handed. He didn't even hold guns. That's why I was holding it. My brother was 2 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even like guns and shit. So again, he wouldn't have been playing with it like that in the first place. Also, the girl that was in the car, her dad is ex-Riverside sheriff. He'd been a Riverside sheriff for like 20 or 30 years. So she knew everybody in Riverside as far as the police department goes. So when the police showed up on scene, she knew all the police that showed up on scene, because she go bowling with them every Wednesday at the bowling alley down there on Van Buren, all the way down there on Van Buren, like in old Riverside, down the hill. You know what I'm saying? So like they pulled up, you know, and she a promiscuous woman, because she was in high school. I would assume she was still doing it 2 years later. You know what I mean? Because the rumors even in high school before I started talking to her was that she was fucking with the basketball team, like 2 or 3 guys on the basketball team. So you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, for me, that never really did nothing for me. So like, that's why I say it kind of like, you know, I wasn't even, you know what I mean? For me, that's not my thing, right? But that's how my brother died, and that's how the girl got away with it. Like I said, because she had connections. You know, my mom and dad try to get, you know, private attorneys or private investigators to do investigations and shit. And we got one of them to come back and tell us that one of his friends told him at the police department or whatever that we need to stop looking into it, because they're going to try to get me. If we continue to looking in on it, they're going to try to come after me. Now I'm playing Battlefield 2042. But yeah, so my mom and dad didn't want to, you know, push the line, because I mean, you know, it wasn't gonna bring my brother back no way. I mean, we could have possibly got some money from it or something, but Yeah, so like for the sake of not having nothing happen to me, they gave up on like trying to figure out what happened with my brother. But like I said, I know what happened. I called the girl the next morning, early in the morning, because you know I didn't sleep well. I stayed up all night that night. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my parents and tell my parents that their son was dead at the Albertsons around the corner, and that my Uncle Eugene, they just gave the car back too, and the gun back. My Uncle Eugene brought the car back and cleaned out the blood and brain fragments out in my driveway at my house while, you know, I was upstairs, because the police just was like, here, take it all back. My parents from Riverside, from Las Vegas to Riverside, when I called them, they drove from Las Vegas to Riverside. It took them about 3.5 hours to drive. And by the time they got there, my uncle already had the car back, had the gun back, and was finished cleaning out the inside of the car. Because that's how the police didn't want, you know what I mean? And my uncle probably wasn't thinking at the time, whatever, but yeah, he basically tampered with all the evidence. But yeah, I mean, it's one of them things, man. I'm one of like many people that this probably happens to on a daily, yearly basis, the police covering up shit. You know what I mean? And she was only associated, you know, I mean, like I said, her dad was a retired Riverside sheriff. Dufour family, Erica Dufour. So like, I mean, she doing well. I don't know if she got kids or whatever, but last time I seen her on Facebook, she looked like she having a great life. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't, you know what I mean? Like it ain't bothering her. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely took a toll on my life. You know what I mean? It changed the trajectory of my life drastically. You know what I'm saying? Because I was bad, you know, I was mischievous, I would say. But like when that happened, after that happened, I ain't give a fuck about nothing, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, fuck it, I'm trying to go to prison now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to just go ahead and fucking graduate, you know, and be who I always wanted to be, I guess, you know? Because like I said, I always wanted to be a pimp too. When I was young, my favorite rapper was Too Short, you know what I'm saying? So like, I was just like, you basically in life gonna manifest what you wanna be and what you wanna do. So like, eventually that's what happened. But now, like I said, I'm in my, oh shit, I just got killed. Now I'm 39 years old, about to be 40, so, you know, they say the testosterone levels start going down and you start slowing down and shit. But, man, I'm still doing the same shit I was doing when I was 20. I'm just doing it smarter, you know what I'm saying? And I like Pimp C said, I'm, you know what I mean? Slowing down is not a bad thing. But the shit ain't dead. It just moved to the web, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, my life, like, it was crazy, like, cause you know, before all that, man, it was, I had the most beautiful life. I could probably be honest to say that, yeah, man, I ain't really had no worries. We had my mom and my dad was still, you know what I'm saying? They still married now, but I mean, mom and dad living and working, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went on vacations. We had, you know, we was moderate. We wasn't like rich or nothing. We was like living in Gardena. You know what I'm saying? Then moved to Riverside. Like we was doing good for ourselves. Life was fucking low key pretty good. I mean, but you only see, you know, you can only see the contrast until life changes. And relatively speaking, like even with all that said, you know, I'm gonna eventually get to see my brother again, some kind of way, you know, and it basically gave me strength after I, you know, went away from all religious and esoteric knowledge and just any kind of fucking thing that made any sense. I just went on some reckless warpath. After all now I got, you know, the foresight and the you know, the patience now to take a listen to all that other stuff. And you know, it give me hope and strength that one day I will be able to you know, kick it with my brother again, talk with my brother again. Because I remember one day I was supposed to go to work, and he had called me and was like, bro, what you doing? It was young. I was young. I was probably like 17. It was my first job. Only reason I had this job is because I had a baby when I was like 16. Not me personally, obviously, but my baby's mother. She was pregnant and she had my daughter, and she was premature, like 6 months. She's 22 now, but when she was born, I had got a house. My mom is a real estate agent and a broker, so we had got a house real quick, got a car for her and me, I think. Yeah, she had a Camry, I had the Jeep, and I started working at the cheese factory over there in Corona. It's a milk factory, but they make cheese and everything, you know, whatever. And I only worked there for a week, maybe 2, right? Probably not, but we'll go with 2 weeks, right? And it was crazy because, yeah, my baby mama cheated on me while I was at work, like, you know what I mean? But life still wasn't that bad at that point, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, it's still not bad either right now. But yeah, I had to get that job, and, you know, like I said, life's fucking crazy. I only worked there for 2 weeks because I was trying, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I provided the 2 cars, the house. I even got her a job with my auntie. Yeah, I just talked to her actually earlier today. She was on TikTok asking me questions because I streamed earlier today, this afternoon. She's 22 now, but yeah, she cool. We still talking all that, you know what I mean? I wish I could do more for her, but, you know, even if I had the world, I probably would want to give her the galaxy. So, I mean, that's one of them things that you got to go through as a dad, you know what I mean? Especially for me, too, because I got a different perspective on life than some people, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, I used to be a pimp and shit. And I'm not a hypocrite. So, you know, you take that if you want it. If she decides to do whatever she want to do, I'm there for her, you know what I mean? Because, shit, my parents didn't, you know, turn their back on me when I was doing wrong or when I was doing stuff that I thought was right. And they did, you know, obviously knew better. But I still was like, I want to try. You know what I mean? And you got to give your kids, you know, that room to make mistakes. It's tough. It's just like when they little and, you know, you don't want them to hurt themselves on a bike or whatever. But you want them to ride the bike. So they gonna have to hurt themselves, you know. But yeah, like I said, I gave her a car to go to work in, got her a job because my auntie was a manager at Bank of America, and that shit didn't work out, you know. And I don't even know what was wrong at that point. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was nothing wrong with me, but I'm pretty sure there was something that she didn't, you know, appreciate that I was doing. That's probably why she, you know, had her ex-boyfriend come pick her up while I was at work, which was stupid because I had my homeboy Rashad living with us, right? So he lived at the house. So he just told me when. So it's like, it was like a self-sabotage situation, I would presume. Because that's the only, like, logical thing I would think of. But like we were talking about earlier on the stream, most times men think with logic and women think with emotion. She probably was emotional about whatever, I don't know, you know, maybe she felt a certain type of way about how the living situation was or whatever. I don't know. It could have been anything. You know how it goes, right? It's life. Holy shit, that was a crazy ass kill just now. But yeah, it could have been anything. And but yeah, after that, and then after that, and then my brother died, like, I don't know. The year after that, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do whatever makes me happy. I became very selfish, which is understandable, I guess, but fuck. Did I blow him up? Yeah, I did. Holy shit. Holy shit, I don't know how I'm not dead right now. But, oh, he's a medic. I didn't have to use my thing, whatever. But yeah, she's cool. I talked to her earlier today. She wants to, I told her I might come out there and see her next week because I'm going out there to California maybe next week, possibly. Oh, that was a kill. Oh, that's crazy. But I ain't want to tell her because I ain't want to, like, you know, tell her I'm coming out there to see her and then I don't show up because That's, that's not how I do things. But I hinted at it, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I don't know. I would imagine that it's a little tough growing up in 2023, or if you're in your 20s or in your teens and because this is a crazy time in the world right now. But I mean, I guess it's only crazy from my perspective because it probably is normal for a 20-something-year-old. Holy shit! Oh, the tornado is here. Let me drive into it like the other guy just did. Holy shit! All right, I'm about to hop out. Yeah, I'm playing Battlefield 2042 for whoever asked that earlier. I don't know if I responded to it. Oh shit! I think I did though. But yeah, like I said, but the thing is with being a man is there's really no empathy. Like yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of tough. So like I went to therapy and stuff a lot, not a lot, but like for alcohol and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't need to go like court ordered or anything, but I had to go. And then I think. Actually, yeah, I didn't have to go. I just went because my mom wanted me to go. She asked me to, and I was like, all right, for you, I'll do anything, right? So after I did like the 6 weeks or whatever, I just stayed for another 2 years voluntarily. You know what I mean? They were offering me jobs and stuff like that. And then that's when I started to realize 2+ guys or men develop their brains, like your brain develops a little later. So I'm like 25, 26, 27 at this point. Sober, and I'm starting to realize, man, yeah, maybe shit didn't go as planned, but I still got to make the best of this shit, you know what I mean? So for the last, I don't know, like I said, I'm 39 right now, so for the last 10 years I've been just trying to rebuild myself. So I got 2 businesses. This one, I got a nonprofit organization for homeless people as well. I mean, and veterans. I'm just trying to, do the best I can for myself. So, because charity starts in the home. You gotta fix yourself before you can fix or help anybody else. You can't fill another person's cup up if your cup is empty. You know what I'm saying? So, trying to get my cup filled up. You watching me play by looking at the screen? Yeah, you can go on YouTube as well too. I'm on YouTube. The channel name is You People Live 2, number 2 at the end. Or on Twitch, it's just You People Live. Yeah, I mean, and then you can see the game, and you can hear the little beat in the background. I got a little beat that I made. I make music. I don't know if I said that too. I produce music, and I'm getting back into it actually, because I used to produce music on MPC and Triton back, in the 90s and early 2000s shit. But now that everything moved to the computer, I'm on the computer now. Yeah, I've been producing on FL Studio for about a year now again. Even though I did it for a long time when I was a youngster, so it's kind of not like starting from scratch, from just getting back into it. But yeah. Yeah, if you get over there on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, whichever you decide. Yup. I got the chat over there too, but it's up to you, like however you know what I mean? It's whatever you like. Like, what's the name of it? T.I. Oh man. Like, I don't even play this game for to be the best either. I'm just playing it just to have fun. Battlefield is like a chill game. I mean, relatively speaking, it's not like the game isn't chill. It's kind of a hectic ass game, but I play it like it's a chill game. I just run around, shoot people. I'm not looking at the score. I don't care about, all that stuff. Because I play 2K a lot. And 2K, that's the game I take serious. At least I used to. I don't really take the game serious per se. I take basketball serious. I like playing basketball. I was just not blessed with very much height. I'm a kind of a short guy, which sucks because, you know, in the dating world, all women are like, I want a man that's taller than me. Which I don't have a problem with, though. It's weird because, you know, as a short guy, a relatively short guy, I don't mind tall girls. I actually prefer them. And it's weird because then tall girls be having a problem being tall sometimes. They be feeling self-conscious about that. But girls got a bad period, though. They feel self-conscious about fucking their looks, about everything. I feel like, you know, if you want breast implants and all that weird stuff, get it if you really wanted to make yourself happy. But honestly, you're beautiful the way you are. People would just be ruining themselves. Even one of my ex-girls got her breast implants, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, it's you people lie too. I told her every day, you're beautiful like you are. What are you doing? Don't do that. You don't need that stuff. But then you got other guys out there going, nah, I like this. You know, it's weird. True. But, you know, the pressure there is a lot more pressure on girls because, like I said, I don't got to put on makeup and stuff before I start streaming. You know what I mean? I could just jump on here. I mean, I wear this stuff for branding purposes and stuff like that. But once I get this, you know, thing going like a well-oiled machine, I'll probably start bringing out the other stuff because I got some other sweaters. I got some other shirts. But I'm not trying to sell nothing yet. I'm just... Oh, I snuck up on him. That was sneaky. Holy smokes. That was pretty cool. All right. Hold on. Let me see. All right, there we go. Snuck up on, boy. Oh, you probably have to make an account. Yeah, but don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, if you don't have, what are you on Twitch or YouTube? If you don't have an account, they won't let you chat. That's weird, though. Oh, I ran up on his Is the game almost over? Oh shit, it is. All right here too. Hold on. Just throw some smoke. I don't know what else to do. There's so much shit going on right now. Holy smoke. Oh. I'm all in the smoke. Oh. Somebody shot me in the back. I couldn't help myself. I wanted to get that kill. But I had my back exposed. Yeah, but nah, I'm over here doing, like I said, I got YouTube videos. I'll be reviewing live while playing games and stuff. You know, it just depends though.
Take care of his women. And it's
sometimes I just, you know, it's just a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
It's not delusional, but I think if a man's not in his masculine, a woman can't be in her feminine.
I feel like, you know, in most situations...
That word is funny. He said feminine.
This should come...
It's kind of a tongue twister.
Natural, because you can't really compare yourself to... A woman can't compare herself to a man. So...
But won't women often attack a man's masculinity when they don't get what they want?
Not all women.
Not all, but a lot of them do.
Yeah, and
so if it comes naturally, then why would they ever shame a man for something that should come naturally?
Because some men are just not equipped, and it doesn't come natural for everybody.
But isn't that women just defining a man's masculinity?
I guess so, if that's how you're putting it.
Because women have this entitlement issue that's going on and feel like their just mere existence means they're entitled to any other person. They don't understand the process of when a man scoped themselves. You know, let's put it to this way. If you was to get a man, he was a good-looking man, but he didn't have money. Let's call it this. Would a man be invited to the high luxurious parties with the women on the yachts and the helicopters and the mansions and the nightclubs and this and that? No. But a woman, just her simple existence of being this cute girl with no money, no brains, she can be on 10 yachts with 10 billionaires, 10 choppers, you know, the lavish nightclubs and all that nature. So a woman always is going to have the edge because, remember, men go for the beauty, fertility, and mental stability and emotional intelligence. The woman, however, is going to go for men who can protect, provide, and to cater and take care. So
smoking,
understanding the roles that we play.
$50 bill.
However, we have to understand with women, women have come through broken homes. Men as well have come through broken homes. So sometimes the roles are disfigured, and that is a huge problem in society today.
I think he started to lose his point, but it's all good. We get it. I didn't have another video because, oh, there we go. I like Charleston White, man. Charleston White is cool. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Go back on YouTube real quick. I watched him grind up from the bottom. Hold on, I'll put it on YouTube actually, because you're watching on YouTube still, right? Let's see. I should have him right here already on here. Let's see. Oh, right there, yeah. Because I was just showing this. If you looking on YouTube right here, this dude is the one that did the painting. He got Instagram. He got all that shit. He do some real cool painting. I've been following this dude for like years. I remember I caught him on like before World Star Hip Hop. Cool dude, got some really cool paintings and stuff like that. But you see, yeah, see he did this one. You can barely see it on the live stream, but if you go to his Instagram and stuff, YouTube, that's all he posts about is his paintings and stuff, and like some esoteric knowledge and stuff like that, and like enlightenment and stuff like that too, if you're into that kind of stuff. But he got some cool paintings. I think Shaq bought one, Kevin Hart bought two. Yeah, and like I said, he used to be fucking working at the airport, but now he just do paintings. So if you're looking for cool art, he got you covered. All right, hold on. Let's get back to this video with Charleston White real quick.
The best gift you can get to your kids.
What if the mama is acting out?
My mama said I wouldn't give a what that mama did. She buried your kids. And this is a woman who walked away. And I never heard her say nothing bad about that. Used to take my daddy. Used to take me down to the neighborhood to go see that homie. We were talking the other day. She said, boy, when your daddy got all that money, she said, I only done something wrong one time. She said, when he got all that money,
and
and
give
didn't
you
even
none.
give you a dollar. She said, yeah, I went in his bank account and took his money that time. She said, but I paid him every dollar back because I was wrong. She said, but I was mad. Nah, homie, if a woman lay down and have your kid, ain't nobody else gave their life for you.
Right.
Because in order to give birth, you got to walk to the death doors. Giving birth is like dying. The pain that she bear. And so you mean to tell me, nah, homie, what I watched baby mama go through to give birth, she kind of get a pass. I don't like me and my baby mama done been at odds before. Nah, homie,
I ain't gonna say nothing wrong.
If I put a baby in the Kardashian, I'm riding with them people because that's my kid's family.
Exactly.
What if she being controlled by the mama?
Ain't no what if nothing.
They say the mama is
man.
The,
It ain't no what. That's my kid's family. Ain't no what if nothing, man. I'm gonna ride or die with my kids.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Do you think he chose wrong?
No, because he didn't
behind me
choose.
too
God
now?
decide what baby go in their belly.
They're all over.
You can come. I've been coming in hoes all my life. Nigga, I only got one baby mama.
Charleston White, classic.
I've been coming in all my life. I only got one baby mama. Nigga, I've been coming. I've been making those cum buckets. Nigga, I only got one baby mama. Yeah, I'm a cum bucket creator. I only got one book. I only got one baby
shit.
mama.
Trying to kill me
you
while
don't
I'm
choose
looking for
wrong
another
because you don't
video.
get to make the baby.
You don't get to
Y'all
make
are
the
just
baby.
the vessels to get the baby here.
Oh man.
Nah, man, you can't really speak on when a nigga made a baby with a person, man. You can't say that's wrong. Cause it's a whole lot of homie that went and made a baby and they ain't got no $1 billion like that woman.
Right.
Yeah, nah, I don't care what nobody say, homie. The Kardashians, some of the smartest.
Holy shit, bro. He almost
rock
killed
with
me
them
with one
mamas.
shot.
The Kris Jenner lady?
Yeah, I rock with them.
Yeah,
they
we
just
can watch
like
whatever.
Bruce like.
If you had an account, you could put links in the chat and I'll watch whatever. Got him. Was that 2 of them? Holy shit, where's he at? Oh, there was more than 2. There was more than 2. There was like 3 or 4 up there. Sheesh. Uh-oh. The only thing about rap videos is that they be trying to copy claim, the videos and shit. So I try not to watch too many, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you call it? Fucking copyright music. That's why, like I said, it's cool, like I said, especially on Twitch. Twitch don't care, but YouTube, they be trying to, then I gotta go back and edit the video and take out the music, or YouTube, they give you like this button that you can press to do it, but for whatever reason when you do that, it takes like fucking forever for them to like do it and then give you the video back to be uploaded. So yeah, it's kind of a hassle, but yeah, I got all that shit hooked up. Holy shit. But most of the time, I usually just, like right now, I'm listening to this one book. It's called How to Make Anybody Do Anything You Want Them to Do or something like that. Let's see. But it's an acquired, you know what I mean, taste. Maybe not everybody likes it, but not everybody's gonna like everything anyway. You know what I mean? But let me see if I can find it. I'll show you an example of what it is.
A person's self-concept is altered
Look at
by the ease or difficulty of recall.
Get anyone to do anything.
Since we base our judgments on the ease of recall.
From Dr. David Lieberman. He's apparently an expert in like psychology and other things or whatever. And he'll teach you how to, like the title says, come on, bro. Did it blow up? Where's it at? Oh, he trying to get away. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Oh, got you. About to die. Yeah. Fuck. I knew they was gonna kill me. But anyway, yeah. I'll be listening to shit like that because that's not copyright claim. Yeah. No, but I'd definitely be looking at like architecture and shit all the time. That shit's cool. But yeah, music is like, like I was thinking about that today. I was thinking I should do some like, what's the name? What's it called? Dang, I just had it.
Spain now to look at.
Oh, do like one stream every like once a week or something where I just play music and just play like the top music or request music or something. Because on those streams I would have to private the video afterwards, like I said. Or just not upload it afterwards, just only live stream. Because I re-upload these live streams as well afterwards. Oh shit, I was about to see if I could blow that up, but I know I can't. How about this? Can I blow this up? I'm gonna be... That's sad, Battlefield. Normally in Battlefield you could blow up walls, but in this Battlefield apparently not like that. Holy shit, let me get there. Oh yeah. How many did I just kill? Whoa, that was pretty cool. All right, but here, let's... This video is pretty cool.
Las Ventas Bull Ring in Madrid, which is a bit more modern, we're told, compared to the other buildings.
Architecture.
Done in the 20th century, 1922 to 1929.
Architecture.
So right before this Great Depression, as always, we have some money to blow. Maybe this is what caused the Great Depression, is building all these buildings at an inopportune time when people were trying to eat. And by the way, Spain was going through a revolution, or getting ready to, yet they had time for fun and games. It's hilarious, honestly. I don't even know what to think of these stories anymore.
Right.
But a nice building nonetheless, whenever it was built, for sure. And they say this is Moorish revival.
Oh yeah, that dude I was talking about, Justin, he got a documentary coming out too. And it was supposed to come out like years ago, but then it got picked up, so now it's gonna come out on like Amazon Prime or something soon. So when it comes out, we'll be definitely watching that shit on the stream because it has art and stuff in it, you know.
It's there, and they revived it, they renovated it. Who knows? Some construction photos would be nice.
Oat Studio. How did they
We're going to
build
look
this
at
back?
one of the most amazing brick buildings in the Americas, Fort Jefferson, said to have been built in 1861 for the Civil War, right? Now, somehow they were able to get 16 million bricks to this exact location.
How the hell did they do that?
Build the foundation in the water, build the wall, and then go ahead and, you know,
That's crazy.
build the structure up. It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
And what were they really protecting? This doesn't make sense. Was it a jail? I mean, why would they take prisoners all the way here? It doesn't make sense. And also, look at that island. It kind of looks like a DNA strand leading to this hexagonal cell sitting in salt water.
Come on, I was about to
So
say,
if
you gotta let me
bricks
kill them too.
Are batteries, then they can absorb some of this salinity.
He thinks bricks are
from the current
batteries.
and
That's
create
his
a
theory.
charge. I don't know. Just some ideas.
Holy shit,
But
who's
here
trying
you
to
see
kill me?
underneath, you see these arcades and vaults.
Where the
How
fuck
many
was those
bricks?
shots coming from?
16 million bricks used? Wow. How many
Man,
men?
that's crazy.
Or women? Or whoever? I just want to know who was involved in this. Because
It's impossible.
Truly spectacular.
It's impossible.
Here we have the Sultan Abdul
I
Samad
couldn't even see
building
him. Oh, he's right there.
in Malaysia. Now this is another Moorish revival style, we're told, done in 3 years from 1894
It
to
only
1897.
took them 3 years to make
Doesn't
this.
matter where.
That's bullshit. That's crazy. 3 years. Look at the detail.
Where in the world you go, they could just throw things up in a couple years, it seems like, right?
Magic.
Nice brickwork.
Come on, I'm stuck.
Really just great detail all around.
It's
I can
magic.
tell the domes definitely have been replaced a couple times, or at least renovated. but the brickwork itself seems pretty top class. Even down there in Malaysia, the British brought their best, I guess. But this is pre-British Empire, the Rasmancha Temple in India, looking similar to an Aztec temple, to be honest. I mean, I'm wondering if the civilizations were connected in ways that we don't know. It would seem so, because buildings speak more than history books do.
Right.
Now you can see many different types of bricks. You can see the mortar. You can see long bricks, which look like the Roman style bricks I was talking about.
It's crazy.
Wide, fat bricks. I mean, there's all kinds of bricks.
Damn, did you see that jet?
Discriminate here, it looks like. Truly amazing. This must be an important node on the grid, just like the Jetavanaramaya Stupa in Sri Lanka, which, believe it or not, is the largest.
A jet just ran into me.
How many
Did y'all
bricks
see
do you
that?
think were used
That's
to make
crazy.
this? 93 million.
Jet just ran into me and
That's
we
right.
lived.
93 million bricks used to create this in the year 300.
93 million bricks.
Now I think this is when
a lot of
historians
bricks.
just make stuff up.
They just making
because
shit
they
up
really
now.
Don't have a
Yeah.
good explanation.
I feel you.
And they know that the further back things get buried, the less questions we ask. But it's not the case. I mean, how did they make all these bricks? How did they get them here? How did they lay them? I think we're talking about like high level magic.
High level magic,
I think
definitely.
we're talking about something that
like fucking
is
Harry
not
Potter game.
spoken about. Some power. And again, it's a mound. So we know this is energetic. We know the mound represents the womb. The
I'm going to
female
get that
energy.
sniper.
So this is, but it also has the spire on top, which is representing the male energy. So these types of structures are pretty sacred and pretty special, powerful, energetic nodes.
Come on,
If you've
kill
ever
this
seen
fool.
Praveen Mohan channel, he goes to temples all over Southeast Asia and checks out some of the most amazing things and asks simple questions. That same questions I'm asking. How could ancient
Damn.
builders mass manufacture so many bricks 1700 years ago?
Right.
We don't
This
ask
is
the
not
crazy
possible.
questions. We just got to figure these simple things out, right? Just the simple stuff. And then maybe we can get to the deeper questions. But you can't just tell
Nah, I
me this
can't
was
go
built
up there.
300 AD with 93 million bricks and not explain anything beyond that. It's almost insulting. This
Right.
is why I feel compelled to do the digging that I do. And, you know, you're
Makes
watching,
sense.
so you seem to be wanting to do the digging as well, which is great. And maybe someday we'll get further along. But that's the end of this.
Damn, bro, I'm getting
now I do have
shot.
a bonus.
The fuck?
And this bonus is going to come in like a flash of plasma beam
Oh.
and destroy old world buildings.
Come on, man. How the hell?
What's going on here? Where is this?
He got me.
This is Petra, Jordan.
Oh,
Pretty
I'm
amazing
revived.
site.
Got your
I
ass.
just found
Hey.
this panoramic 360 panorama
Wow, of course, got
website,
shot.
which is pretty neat. I'll leave the link. And we can just check out some of these places. Now, this is just an exploration. I have no idea what is going on. I don't know much about the narrative, and I don't know what actually
shit
happened.
crazy.
But I can tell by looking at this that this is an amazing place. And this is something magnificent. I mean, look at the scale of this entryway. And then we've got these 3 smaller rooms. Wow. Yeah, Petra. So this looks like the Southwest. This looks like Arizona or Utah. I mean, same stuff.
Arizona.
And I will be doing some comparisons in the future of what I think happened out in this area. And I think it was something destructive, some weaponized form of technology that wiped
melted 'em.
this out. I don't think it was necessarily mud flood. I don't think it was war simply. I think it was something intentional to destroy these places and kind of melt them. And that's why, yeah, you can look all over the place and you find these little entrances, doorways, and I'm sure inside connects in various ways. I mean, even when you look out, right? It's fascinating. So I think this whole region just got obliterated, and yeah, magnificent.
Ow.
The amphitheater, right? Like what? Complete with press boxes and sports boxes. Wow.
How is that possible?
Truly fascinating. I just thought this was cool. And also do note that this does look like the material of bricks, terracotta, earth, clay. So I think the reason why these buildings, if they were built with bricks, they were destroyed. And if they were built into the earth, they were done so probably to utilize the natural properties of this type of stone.
There you have it. Oh shit, I'm not done listening
The
to
ushers
this.
in my museum once told me he intended to whip
It's
a
the
man
art
who
of
was in the
getting
lecture
money.
room as soon.
I'll listen to that later though. Oh snap, hold on. Let's see real quick. You won't blow that up either? That's crazy. I'm just trying to see what blows up in this game and what doesn't. 'Cause everything used to blow up before. Holy shit. Got a piece of him. Too far away from him. He's going down, ain't it?
Need a ranger. Am I marked?
Damn, this shit crazy right now. Holy shit. I'm still alive. Holy shit. Hey. He got me. It's crazy. As above, so below. Yep. I think the tornado is coming. They built that in 3 months? Holy shit. I'm about to show you this building they built in 3 months. Hey, what's up? Name. Gotta watch an egg casserole.
Their forces are dwindling.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Our what channel? How to basic channel? I don't see that channel, but I'm looking. I mean, I see a bunch of egg casseroles. Is that what did I say the right thing? Yeah, egg casserole. I ain't never ate no shit like that, but whatever. Holy smokes.
Spain now to look at the Las Ventas Bull Ring in Madrid, which is a bit more modern.
What? Did you just see that? The fucking game just crashed. That's crazy. That's rare. Rare. Let's see if I could just find the How To Basic channel first. Hey, I do see it. That's weird.
How to make katsu curry. From making the...
They got all this shit? Alright, we back. This shit's 8 years ago. 2 minutes. You ready? This is how you do it. Hold on. Let me start it over real quick for you. Bam. That's how you do it. Right there. If anybody wants to know how to make an egg casserole, we're watching it right now. You need a lot of bread, apparently, and one banana. Why is this guy throwing his shit on the floor, though? That's nasty. See, I was trying. That's funny. Is this supposed to be funny? Because this is funny. He poured some on the counter. Ugh. What is he doing? This is nasty. Hold on, that's funny. He rubbed it down the crack. Did you went and researched this, or you already had watched it? You already knew about this stuff. This is funny. Oh no, he put his foot in it. My uncle used to say that when he would make some food, like some candy yams, and bring it to the family cookout, he would say he put his foot in it. This is what he talking about right here. The man got his whole foot in it. Oh, that's funny. Illuminati. What the hell's going on here? I don't think we're making an egg casserole anymore. Who requested this? Name question mark. You crazy. It started out like he was finna make something, but it went left quick. And I don't know why I'm assuming this is a male, but I could be misgendering. You know, we don't do that. Oh no, this motherfucker threw it on the table and pissed on it? Holy shit. Well, thank you for requesting that video. That was definitely enlightening. I would have never found that on my own, because I watch stuff about bricks and buildings and stuff.
We're told, compared to the other buildings, done in the 20th century, 1922 to 1929. So right before this Great Depression, as always, we have some money to blow. Maybe this is what caused the Great Depression, is building all these buildings at an...
Alright, let's see. Hold on. That was the last one. This one, I want to see.
No, the thumbnail was not clickbait. This building was actually said to have been built in 3 months in 1879 after a fire, which coincidentally or not, on April 23rd, the day of this publishing, caused the previous building to burn down. Thank you to this commenter for tipping me in this direction for my last video I had never even considered, and I am grateful for the comments and interactions that we are having. Also, thank you to this commenter who tipped me off on a Turkish architect, which I will show in the bonus section at the end of this video. And as you can see, the third building, which is the current one, was created in 1879. So this is the history behind this building, right? They built the first building in August 1843, and it housed basically all of the university's administrative offices, dorms, classrooms, everything. The kitchen.
I don't like this map that much.
It wasn't
but we'll
enough,
give it
so
a
in
shot.
1864 they started the second building, which was basically a renovation and addition on top of the first one, or so they say. And it cost them a cool $35,500
Oh, I just jumped out of
to do, equivalent to $628,000 today.
Holy
Well,
shit,
in
I ain't seen him
2021.
sliding over there.
It's probably closer to $700,000 today. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This building, the second main building, suffered a fire in April of 1879. And this fire caused the building to burn to the ground, and there was no saving it. So this is the story, right? April 23rd, around 11 in the morning, smoke and flames could be seen rising from the roof. Within 3 hours, the fire consumed the building. What kind of fire was this? I mean, this is pretty intense fire. So, 3 hours for the building to burn to the ground in April
Like
of
9/11?
1879. Well, this is what happened. They didn't waste any time at all getting ready for the third and final building.
The heck, I'm stuck.
This part of the story reads like some fantasy novel, okay? The university took action by selecting, out of 30 competitors, a new design
They always
by
have a
Willoughby
contest.
J. Edbrook, who drew the new plans by May 10th. So
I
remember,
fucked it up.
April 23rd, the building burned.
Got
By
one.
May 10th, Willoughby
Maybe
J.
two.
Edbrook had new plans already drafted. Architect Edbrook, brother Charles Borromeo, Patrick Harding, CSC, and mathematics professor William Ivers marked off the dimensions of the construction on the day of the groundbreaking ceremony, May 17th, and the first stone for the foundation was laid on the 19th.
Hey, I'm about to get the revive.
So this sounds like a joke. An architect, a brother, and a math professor mark off dimensions for a building. Rail cars full of bricks arrived continuously to town and were brought to campus in a steady stream of wagons. By May 31st, 26 stonemasons
Holy
and
shit, why didn't that
bricklayers were
guy
working with
die?
their support crews on the walls of the new building.
That's crazy.
The construction required about 300 veteran tradesmen, including 156 skilled stonemasons and bricklayers. This exceeded the number of experienced workers in the South Bend area and was also scarce in Chicago because of the rebuilding effort due to the Great Fire in October 1871. Hence, skilled workmen were brought into South Bend from great distances. The construction was very rapid due to the zeal of the workers and volunteers. By June 21st, the first story was completed, and by June 28th, they completed the second. The 4th of July saw the completion of the third. The building was completed before the fall semester of 1879. 56 bricklayers and 4.35 million bricks were necessary to complete it.
What a deal.
And once finished, it stood 187 feet tall. The building also required 300 tons of cut limestone. The halls were wide and it was considered hygienic since they had installed a ventilating system unequaled in any public building in America at the time. The Golden Dome was the last thing to be finished, with the iron framework, the panels, and the columns supporting the dome being added during the summer of 1882, and the dome itself was finished in September. The statue of Mary atop the dome weighs 4,000 pounds and stands 19 feet tall. It was a gift from the sisters, students, and alumni of adjacent St. Mary's College, Notre Dame's sister school. It replicates the pose of the statue of Mary on the column of the Immaculate Conception in Piazza di Spagna in Rome, erected under Pius IX. It was designed by Chicago artist Giovanni Melli. The statue arrived on campus in July 1880 to replace the one that was destroyed in the fire. The cast iron statue sat on the rebuilt front porch of the new main building for 2 years while the new dome was completed. The $1 million rebuilding project had left the university in debt. University founder Reverend Edward Soren,
It's all about the
CSC,
ball.
wanted to gild the dome in real gold, but the Holy Cross Communities Council of Administration for Notre Dame deemed it too great an extravagance. The standoff lasted until 1886, when Father Sorin used his position as Superior General of the community to name himself to the committee and asked to be its chairman. He then refused to come to the meeting so that the other members could not legally conduct its business, even moving to temporary quarters at St. Mary's and refusing to return. When university business halted, the committee relented and Father Sorin got his golden dome and statue. The first project cost $2,000, while the 10th gilding of the dome in 2005 cost $300,000. Wow. That's the most unbelievable story of any building in American architectural history or global architectural history.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit stories in architectural history.
Whatever you think of it, leave me a comment. I really want to know what people think. Do you believe this story? Do you believe the building was there? Do you believe there's some cover-up or something going on? I should also mention that Reverend Sorin conveniently left for Europe 2 or 3 days before the previous building burned down, and once it burnt, he came right back. Strange coincidence, if you believe in coincidences. But yeah, this is absolutely unbelievable. So here are some pictures of this main building of Notre Dame. Up in the top left, this is the second main building, so this is the one before the current one. And it wasn't too shabby itself, right? Not too shabby at all. Looks like a typical reset building in the first place. But this main building is absolutely stunning. And the fact that they were said to have done this, fueled by zeal, in 3 months.
Fueled by zeal, is what he said.
I don't like being lied to. I don't know about you, but I really don't like being lied to, especially to my face.
That's crazy.
And especially with a smile. So I feel like I'm being lied to about this building and its history. And thank you to that commenter for tipping me off, because it led to more discoveries. So we're going to dive into the architect behind this building, Willoughby J. Edbrook, and we're going to look at some of his buildings. Willoughby J. Edbrook, an American architect and bureaucrat who remained faithful to a Richardsonian Romanesque style in the era of Beaux-Arts architecture in the United States. He had a stint as the supervising architect of the Treasury Department, the same role that James Knox Taylor had. So Willoughby J. Edbrook, I mean, I don't know. He was a protege of Richardson and did a lot of work. So these are some of his works. The Georgia State Capitol, 1884 to 1889. The Old Post Office in Washington, D.C., 1892 to 1899. The Milwaukee Federal Building, 1892 to 1899. The Federal Courthouse and Post Office in St. Paul, Minnesota, 1894 to 1902. The San Jose Post Office, which is now part of the Museum of Art, in 1892. And this building actually looks very similar to what I showed in America is the Old World Part 2 in Cincinnati. There's the Cincinnati Museum of Art, which also has Richardsonian Romanesque style. I wonder if he was involved. There's also the Wheeler Opera House out in Aspen, Colorado, 1888 to 1889. So he was all over the place doing these types of buildings, or so we're told. I don't really know. And again, I'm not too concerned with the architects. I want to know who the builders were that were executing with such precision in this time.
Back then, it's impossible.
Next up is Philadelphia architect Irwin T. Catherine, who is chief architect of the Philadelphia Public Schools from 1920 until 1937. Many of his works are different styles, but he was notable for doing a lot of Gothic style high schools and middle schools or junior high schools in Philly. Now, the one thing that I don't understand is that he did so many buildings,
my phone about
said to have back at a time when the population was much lower than it is today, or so we're told.
Well, I'm getting picked up.
And many of these schools today are not used to capacity. They're vacant, they're closed down, or they're repurposed into other buildings, such as the case of Edward Bach Vocational School, which is now a massive compound of many
there's a lot of them
businesses. In there. So let's look at some of these schools, and you can decide for yourself if you think they were appropriate for inner city middle and high schoolers. We've got the J. Cook School in Philadelphia, 1922 to 1924. Simon Gratz High School, 1925, looking similar to Overbrook High School,
like
which was done the year asylums. Before. Overbrook is where Will Smith went to high school in West Philadelphia.
Okay.
Edwin
West
M. Stanton
School,
1925 to 1926, followed by the
chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school, some shit. I know the rest. When a couple of guys who was up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood, I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and shit. Said you moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh, and it had dice in the mirror. Something rare. Cab was rare. And I yelled, Holmes to Bel Air, some shit like that. And yeah, I do know the rest, but I'm done. I can't do the rest right now. I'm trying not to die. Hold on. And I'm trying to figure out about these buildings too.
Lydia Dara School, 1926 to 1927. The Spring Garden School. They were getting this and the Laura H. Carnell School underway.
God is
at the beginning of the
Great
Depression.
He thought he had to jump on
so
somebody.
it looks like they, did a good job when money was tight. Next up is a trio,
over here.
McKim, Mead, and
Got
White.
blowed up.
Now these dudes did many, many buildings all around the country, all over. Train stations, government buildings, museums,
They were
state
magicians,
capitals,
alchemists.
you name it, libraries. So let's take a look at some of their buildings. And again, I think that these dudes were supreme reset renovators in charge of some major buildings. So these are some of their works. The original Madison Square Garden. Actually, this is the second Madison Square
because
Garden.
the battery about
There were
to
several
die.
iterations, 1, 2, and 3. This is the second. Done in 1890. And at the end of this video, I'll show some different pictures of it. But it was pretty magnificent for the time. If you've been in New York City, there's a chance that you've been to Washington Square and have seen this magnificent arch. They also did Liggett Hall on Governor's Island. I included this because Governor's Island is a star fort. You can check that out, and you can also see that in my list of star forts worldwide that I've linked on various videos, including this one. They also did the Lowe Memorial Library at Columbia from 1895 to 1897. Nice dome. That domes like that require just amazing precision and execution. Now this Prison Ship Martyrs Monument in Brooklyn has an interesting story. I won't spend too much time on it. Very strange history. These monuments that have to deal with soldiers and sailors can be found all over the place. And they're usually phallic obelisk type columnal monuments, for what it's worth. They also did the Rhode Island State House, 1891 to 1901. So what would it be without a state house under, the architect's belt? They gotta do that. Next up, Daniel Burnham, Chicago architect. He most notably did the World's Columbia Exposition, among many other buildings in New York, Chicago, and different places. DC, and even the Philippines. So let's take a look at some of his buildings. Again, if he's part of a World's Fair, that means he's definitely a reset architect, and he had something to do with planning the new reality. The Rookery, Chicago, 1886. We've got the World's Columbia Exposition, also in Chicago, 1893, nicknamed the White City. And if you don't know anything about the World's Fairs, there are so many videos on hidden history and the World's Fairs. I would encourage you to just YouTube search those terms and you'll find something. But there were World's Fairs all over the place, and they were said to have been built using temporary structures.
In plastic.
So afterwards, everything got demolished. But typically, they left one or two buildings in each city, and I've shown the building that they have remaining in Philadelphia in previous videos. Nonetheless, I mean, these World's Fairs are really mind-blowing, and I think they were the reset carnivals. They were indoctrinating the new inhabitants of the new world. Much can be said about them, and I will do more in the future. Next up are 3 railway stations named Union Station. Pennsylvania Union Station in Pittsburgh, Union Station in El Paso, and Union Station in Washington, D.C. All 3 built in the early 1900s. I've already talked about railways and what they can lead to, but this is definitely something to add into that bag of interesting connections. I wonder why they're all named Union. I mean, the Union Pacific Railway. There's a lot of different things, but really, why are they called Union?
Yeah, why are they?
And what do they have to do with anything deeper beneath the surface?
Yeah, what does it have to do with anything?
A little bit out of left field is the Negros Occidental Provincial Capital in Bacolod, Philippines, done in 1927 and 1933. So again, it seems like in the world of architecture, there's no Great Depression. They had money and funds to be going all over the world and doing things like that. Now, I did have to do a little bit of research and take a second glance when I read the name of that building, because
sound like Negro.
On the entablature it says Provincial Capital of Occidental Negroes. Right. And I thought, what? But yeah, Occidental Negros, it's a region in the Philippines. Still an interesting name and worth digging into down the line. The last architect that we're gonna look at in today's video is Frederick Law Olmsted. Now, this man was involved in many projects that I've already mentioned, including University of Notre Dame. But he is the father of American landscape architecture, or so we're told. And his first major project was Central Park in New York City. Again, if you've been to New York City, there's a chance you've been to Central Park. Now, the craziest thing about this story is, just like the Notre Dame building, which was won in a contest, he and another architect named Calvert Vaux won a contest to design the Central Park in what was called the Greenwood Plan. And this was his first landscape architecture project ever. At the age of 30, he designed what we now know as Central Park. Do you believe that?
At 30?
I don't know. What is it with these one-hit wonders that, you know, in their first time at bat, they smash it out of, literally out of the park? So let's look at some of his works. He was also involved in some other things that we've looked at.
Like what?
So, the Central Park plan, there you can see. He designed it along with Vaux in 1852, and then they won that competition. A couple years later, 1857, they began construction, and it lasted until 1873. I mean, it's mind-blowing stuff, to be honest. Next, the U.S. Capitol grounds in Washington, D.C., 1874 to 1892. So hot off the press, you know, he was done with Central Park. He said, what could I do next? What's bigger? And helped design and landscape the grounds of the Capitol.
It's big.
The Biltmore Estate grounds in Asheville, North Carolina, which is the primary residence of the Vanderbilt family. Now, Olmsted was also involved with doing many of the robber baron, reset baron estates and mansions. I think, again, he was tapped to be the role that he is. Remember in the last video in part 1 of The Prolific Architects, I talked about Henry Hobson Richardson, who designed the New York State Hospital for the Insane? Well, he partnered with Olmsted on this, and it is also known as the Richardson-Olmsted Complex. Again, why are they designing, tag teaming to design grounds for the insane?
Those insane asylums were a part of eugenics, a big part. But on that note, I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. I got some other shit I gotta do. So, yeah. It was fun while it lasted, but I'll holler at y'all tomorrow or something, man. I'm out. Peace.